I'm doing me record.
Boom. Done.
Did a record.
I can't believe it's not recording.
I want a cereal box of Ben that's oops, all capitalism.
Oops, all good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You should have saved that for the episode, idiot.
Damn it, you're right. You know
well,
what?
we're all
I might bring it
recording.
up.
This will put it all in.
This is the beginning of the
You
episode.
know what? Yeah, fuck it. It's all
Put it in.
man.
Put it
all
in
there. All right.
Eleazar. Don't miss a second of this gold.
Just get a cereal box, you know, with the Kickstarter and whatnot, getting these donations, getting the
Right,
getting
we
the
should
PCT
sync
pledges.
quick and then begin.
On the count of three, say sync. 1, 2, 3, sync. All right, that's good enough. Welcome, everybody, to the Pro Crastinators podcast, the Pro Capitalism podcast, rather. And we're here
Damn.
to just have a
I
great time
missed the
with
meeting.
everybody.
I missed the meeting. I couldn't veto the decision for the name change.
That is too bad. That is too bad. These things happen. I'm the best guy ever. We got Ben Saint. We
Yeah,
got Munchie. And
buddy.
we got Tom. You know them. There they are.
No, we don't.
We don't have Munchie at all, actually.
Well, luckily they have
No.
glowing icons down below. that
I
you
am
can,
I am signed in on Munchie's account because I am here
Right.
at Slime. RFCKCon seven
Six.
That was sick.
aka BronyCon 2.
But we've been to many BronyCons. That's not BronyCon 2.
Yeah.
It's
Even,
Slime
even
BronyCon.
Munchie had been to many BronyCons. So, like, for who is it BronyCon 2? I guess just the RFCK?
Well, for all the RFCK boys, that BronyCon
Okay,
was
okay.
the last BronyCon was the only BronyCon. So they've all been calling
Right,
this BronyCon 2.
Okay, that makes
which
sense.
I just
They're not even. You're
Me
in
too, I
Boston, though,
guess.
aren't you?
yeah.
Well, yeah. It's a meme, as the kids say.
But
Maybe you've heard of it.
I mean, most of these guys were the guys who were at BronyCon, and they met each other for the first time there. So to them, this is basically the second big slime meetup. Lol.
You know, speaking of, like,
and by the
this
way,
conversation,
we have
yeah,
slime.
yeah.
We literally have
You
like
have
there's like
incredible.
there's like lots of slime around. It's so fucking great. We're sloshing.
This particular point about being like we're the old fucks doing we've been to BronyCon many times, done lots of meetups, radcons, et cetera. It reminds me that like in the thing I did with Digi and the other anime guys, Jack is Boy and Core, as well as Man Mode, are like seasonal wrap up. Like it's at the point now where these guys, like Jack is Boy is 18. The other guys were like 20, 25, like something like that. I am 29. I'm the oldest person in the group talking about children's cartoons.
Feels like shit,
And
doesn't it?
It's beginning to be deeply unsettling. There's no
Yeah,
there's no
at this age, you
around
should
it.
be creating children's cartoons.
That's unironically true.
Yeah,
I need to be.
seriously.
If I don't own the means of production by now, I'm beginning to doubt I ever will. And that's the most concerning thought.
Hell yeah.
You gotta
So
find
that's
some up and coming mangaka and be their producer and take all their
Yes.
cash.
That's the way. Use my street smarts and my moral ambiguity to do what's necessary.
Finance my anime, Nate, please. Together we'll take over the world.
That makes sense. Well, let's talk quickly about a little thing that I'm sure we're all excited about. RadCon 4 Kickstarter. As of the
Yeah.
time of you hearing
Oh,
this, we
right.
have now launched it. It
Let
wasn't
me-
done.
let me look
It
at
wasn't done
that.
before.
Yeah,
Why
it's
don't you
doing
take a
real
look,
well.
Ben?
Have you not seen
I
it
have-
recently,
I
Ben?
have-
Take
I
a
have
little
seen
look.
it.
Take
okay.
a look, Ben.
That's-
Take a look.
Okay, well, listen. Here's what I already knew. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I kind of feel like it should tell the entire story of my weekend, like in relation to that. But like, I don't want to drag the conversation to this aside.
Okay, we'll tell you what. Let's just get the important details. Guys, RadCon 4 Paradise Kickstarter is launched. There are incredible goodies you can get by signing up for it. And the project, look, I'm not going to pretend that we're in dire straits right now. We are currently almost just 24 hours, like 28 hours after launching, we're at over $7,000, and that's 87% funded with over 101 backers, and we've got like 30 days to go. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
We
this
have
is
two
very nice.
$1,000 pledgers who are entering the Rumble.
insane?
Who decided that the
Incredible.
campaign should end on a fucking Tuesday?
I just gave it 31 days, dog. It's a month. I don't know.
Dumb.
Whoopsie doopsie, I guess.
Listen,
I
well,
hope we
now the
reach our
Kickstarter's
goal.
gonna fail, and it's all your fault. So
Listen, guys, I just want to remind everybody. Look, by the time you hear this, I would love it if we hit our stretch goals. Keep going. There are so many rewards, and we have stretch goals waiting if we reach the ones we've already got.
all right.
Have no fear.
So
okay, that's it.
so
Out of the way.
I
So
didn't
go give money now at RadCon for Paradise. Click the top link in the description. No doubt. Support the thing and RadCon happening in like a month and a half. There you go.
Pretty incredible. I didn't like. I was pretty confident it was gonna hit its goals. I didn't think it was gonna hit them in like 3 days. Okay,
It's looking good.
Pretty good.
It's looking
Yeah,
good.
it was very nice to see. I was a little like worried before we launched it. Like,
We were all
shit,
worried.
this is all gonna go to shit.
Oh no! What if it makes more money than Vapors 2?
God, I hope it does.
God,
I hope it
terrible.
does. And I'll just say that like I was worried for like the situation really has changed. You know, I get all nervous. I'm like, oh God, I know now that like we need to make more money than we asked for last time in order to actually break even. I hope we get there. It's looking good right now, but like the situation really, people are thirsty. It's been 2 years since RadCon 3. Like RadCon 3, we went into with kind of a cloud of like, ooh, should we even be doing a Kickstarter? Like Digi hadn't finished his thing. Like this is our first one. All that's
you
gone.
know?
RadCon 3 was such a success. There was nothing bad about it. It just took a little while to get done, but we delivered on every fucking thing. So as far as I can tell, people are rewarding us so far for our good behavior. Oh, the good boy points. I'm finally cashing them in.
You got
It
to
feels
cash them
great.
in. So I didn't know that this RFCK Con was happening. Well, I knew it was happening this weekend. I thought it was starting Friday, but on Thursday I get people like, wait, no, I have to back up because I went on a date on Thursday on Wednesday, and I got super hammered, and I was completely hungover and obliterated. And I lost my phone, and I lost my wallet. I lost everything. My life is in shambles, right? So
Did
everything.
you find them again by
No.
any chance?
No, it's all gone.
Jesus.
It's all gone.
Did you take them, do you think?
I don't think so, but I mean,
That would be really funny, but
I guess
okay.
you never know. All right. So yeah, that happened on Wednesday, and I go out on this date, and I lose everything, and my life is ruined. And then
It's too bad.
I go, so then on Thursday I'm obliterated, and people are banging on my door, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Leave me alone. I don't ever want to wake up again. And it's fucking Munchie and Kazee at my house. Like, Ben, we gotta go Slime House right now. Like, people are getting here. Like, they're already here. We gotta go meet them. And I'm like, no, please, no.
Typical Ben.
And then, I completely forget that RadCon 4 is the thing that's happening. And then the next,
Jesus Christ.
we do all this. We do slime. You know, you do slime things. You know, you do all the obvious stuff that you do with
Of course.
slime, right? Like, I don't even need to like insult you by insinuating that you wouldn't know what to do with slime if you had some.
I appreciate that.
But you do that, and then the next day, Munchie's like, "Oh, hey Ben, remember the RadCon 4 Kickstarter?" I'm like, "Oh God, that launched? Oh fuck." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's at like $4,000 in like 6 hours." I'm like, "Okay, nice."
True.
And then this morning I asked him like what it was at, and he said like 5,000, and I was like, "Oh okay, pretty good, slowing down, but that's fun." And then like I check now, and it's like 7,200 Lamau.
Yep.
I'm depressed because I'm sad that I lost my wallet and my phone. Like that, like imagine if that happened to you, dear viewer. Like how would you be this calm and collected about it? Absolutely not. You would be ravaged. You would be in disarray. Devastated. But like I'm almost as sad because the bartender hates me and I feel bad.
Oh no.
I went back to the bar that I was at where I know for a fact I must have lost it because I had it when I walked in and I didn't have it when I walked out. So it disappeared there 100%. And I go inside and I'm like, hey, did you guys find like a wallet or a phone around here? And the bartender like glares at me. He like sets his jaw and he glares at me and he's like, no, we didn't. And I'm like, oh. Okay, hey, do you recognize me? He's like, yeah, you were asking about it all last night. We don't have it. We still don't have it. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you hate me so much. Like, what did I do? I mean, I didn't say this, but, like, I walk out.
It must have been very obnoxious, I guess.
I guess I must have been obnoxious. But, like, I walk out and I'm like, oh, God, for someone to hate me that much, I must be the worst.
No doubt. No doubt.
So wait, you don't remember you came, like, were you drunk when you came there? And asked
I was
over
a
and over again?
Well, it was the second bar I'd been to. I was a little drunk when I went in. I was pretty fucking obliterated when I left.
You're really creating a rogues gallery of people you've had negative experiences with while drunk. There's them, there's your neighbors. They're all going to form up
The
in a group.
neighbors
And
are
anybody
fine.
else.
We patched things up with the neighbors. Those guys were
Okay,
cool.
okay.
We're cool. And
Or so
yeah.
it would appear.
So it would seem. Wait, sorry, what was the question? Something about...
No question. Please move on.
Fine. Anyway, but I'm saying that, like, this interaction with this one bartender, like, seemingly, like, being, like, peeved at me, like set the entire tone for my... Like,
Okay.
a lesser man would have let it ruin their weekend, but not me. I've soldiered
Yeah.
on.
Fortitude is the name of the game.
Moral fiber.
So, did that have a negative impact on RFCK stuff? I mean, you weren't able to play, I guess, fucking slime tag or whatever, your phone and shit.
Well, I mean, I was a kingpin anyway, so I wasn't, like, gonna be
yeah,
competing. But yeah, we did... Okay, let me give you some highlights of RFCK-Con. We did the IRL
Please.
gang violence, a game which I invented, by the way. It's the one, basically, you use your phone as a gun, and the goal is that rowdies and killers, like, spread out over an area, and you have to shoot each other by taking a picture of each other.
Did people correctly wear colors
and posting
this
it in the
time?
proper Discord channel?
Were they pink and purple decked out?
Yes,
as
you have to
was-
wear
as
you
was
have to
hoped?
wear your team color.
During that game, Ephraim sent me a picture of Kazee and said, "I got her for you, Nate," and I appreciated that.
There was one
Thanks,
of
Ephraim.
there was one of her.
Kill Kazee. Everyone.
There was one of her, like, in mid, like, she's, like, looks, like, really weird and off balance and tilted because she's, like, in the minute of, like, turning around to run away. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that one of you in, like, mid
one of me, the legendary
like,
image, yeah.
bolting. Yeah.
In fact, I think I have it right here. As a matter of fact, here, take a look.
Yeah,
is
post
this the
that.
one? She's kind of leaning. Oh wait, the wrong chat. Here, there we go.
Oh, whoa, that's dynamic.
I mean, this was
Yeah.
the killing shot. This was the killing shot. As I
Yeah,
understand.
they both have their fucking guns out. Wait, post the one of you. Post the one of you sprinting.
Okay, we'll have to find that one. I don't have it on hand, but we can
Okay.
dig. We'll put it both for consideration.
It must be in the meetup server.
No doubt.
All right, so we did that, and then yesterday we went out to the Boston Common. We made signs. We made protest signs. We went out and we marched around the Boston Common, and we raised slime awareness. We all went out in, like, a big group with, like, signs, and we just said, like, slime war now, slime war now.
GMO.
Once we
Yeah,
live streamed a bit
Yeah,
of that, so we
GMO.
can link that.
Wait,
Yeah,
how did you know about GMOs?
Because there's a live stream of it. I think Koff
Oh,
was holding
wait.
the camera or something.
Look right
Was
here.
he?
Somebody was holding the camera. This slime awareness
Oh.
protest.
Fuck, I didn't know anyone streamed it, lol. Okay.
It was really funny.
Yeah, it was really it was really cold out, but it was actually pretty fun, and, like, it didn't even get boring because we just kept walking the whole time. We walked by, like, the skating rink, and, like people on the like there were tons of people on the skating rink, and, like, a whole bunch of them, like, turned to, like, look and be like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Nice.
There was okay, we, like, stopped on sort of, like, a footpath at sort of, like, a fork in the footpath, and we just stand there and we all start singing the new Los Angeles City like, we're chanting and we start singing the anthem, and literally, like, the fucking cops, like, roll up, like, and they just, like, stop in front of us and are just, like, looking at us for a while, and we just keep chanting, and, like, they just wait there for a minute, and then they just, like, keep going.
They're just waiting to see if you're saying the N-word or not.
we stared him down. We
I'm
stared
sure
him
that
down.
urge to kill was rising, but well done fighting it down.
It was pretty cool. Like, nobody gave us any trouble about it. Like,
Word.
people just, like, seemed either, like, confused or, like, curious or amused. It was really fun.
Appropriate.
And then last night we did the I feel like RadCon 4 has already started for me, because me and Munchie, we did the long-awaited RFCK Con lecture. So we basically
yes.
have another, what I guess you could broadly categorize as a PCP lecture coming out, probably before RadCon even happens. Ethan's gonna edit it, so I don't know exactly how long
man.
it'll be, but it's
Ethan's track record for speed of editing is a bit dubious,
that's
I
true.
would say.
Where's
Ethan,
stealing
so,
your dad's?
Where's stealing your dad?
Where's
Ethan?
stealing your dad? Well, actually, he finished
Wasn't
a few
you
of
saying
them.
that, like, they're done? He just hasn't.
Not all of
Why
them.
would you ever not release a video that's done? don't understand the.
I don't know.
that
If
mentality.
Frame was asking Munchie where's stealing her dad's, and Munchie said like, no, it's not my fault. It's Ethan's fault. And Ethan like dodged and weaved and like dove out
Oh,
of the
God.
he like dove out of line of sight of the question, so he couldn't be asked it.
Dove like he tried to dodge from my killing blow at last Slime Fest where I fucking executed him. It was glorious.
Yeah.
Feel
Dude,
the shame. Feel the shame.
The killers obliterated in real life gang violence.
Yes, finally
we
they won
like
something.
The rowdies had like 11 people to the killers 6, and like in the end like 4 of the killers were still
Jesus
alive. Yeah, like the killers like routed them. It was pretty epic.
incredible. Way to go, guys! At last, there's some victory.
RFCK Con's been wicked fun. It's sad that like people are trickling out. A weird thing happened.
Yeah.
And this is interesting, just as a thing I did not know could happen with an Airbnb. But like, okay, so we get to the house and it's this like quaint little like grandma house, right? Like this older woman like owns it, and we get here and she's like, I think she's like a little confused like why like 10 guys are just like gonna be just like partying here, but like she doesn't care. Like she's cool with it. She's pretty nice. She's total juvie core though. But she seems nice enough. And then she calls us. We have the house rented for 2 days, and she calls us one day and she's like, "Hey guys, I'll just let you stay another day if you just like shovel the driveway for me."
Dang.
And we're like, yeah, like most people already had their flights booked, so they couldn't stay.
Right.
But a few of us were like, yeah, why not? I'll stay another day. Yeah, because it snowed.
Sure.
Because it snowed, and you are like you are legally obligated to keep your sidewalks clean. So she would have had to like come up herself and clear the driveway or something. So she was just like, I don't want to do that. I'll just let them do it, and they can stay another day. And she's like, yeah, and like don't worry about being out by noon. You can just be out anytime. I don't care.
Damn, that's great. That's
Yeah,
fucking great.
it's like she's just like stay at my house. I don't give a shit.
I mean, if it's there and she like doesn't have another Airbnb lined up, it's no skin off her back.
No,
I
like
guess.
it costs her nothing. She's like, I might as well let them stay. Why
So
not?
is today the extra day,
And now
or
we
is
don't
it
have to-
tomorrow the extra day?
Today we were supposed to be leaving noon today. Now we're leaving noon tomorrow now.
That's cool.
Nice.
So
that's great.
we are now into the extra day.
See,
What are you gonna do? Do you have any plans?
No, I have no idea what the
I
plans
had every
were.
intention of showing up, and then I didn't know. I
There's
didn't know
still
it was
time.
this
So yeah,
week.
you could still come.
I know. I could like head
Wait,
in
didn't-
after this, I guess. Question mark.
Wait,
Yes, do it.
Tom, you absolutely should. Wait, didn't people message you?
Nobody messaged me. I found out that it was going on when I saw the first live stream upload on YouTube like halfway through yesterday. I'm like, oh, I guess I missed that.
Lol.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? I told like Kazee and Munchie like, hey, message Crack, message Tom. We literally talked about like, hey, is Tom gonna show up? Like, is
everyone
Tom,
dropped
like,
the
is
ball
Tom
because
coming?
no one
Oh,
messaged
geez.
me at all.
This is what happens when you don't have a Nate in your organization. All these things
Wow.
fall through the cracks. You
That's-
gotta hire someone to be your Nate, guys.
That's
You
so
really
fucking
need-
stupid.
Yeah,
I was
it
doing
is.
nothing for the last
it
2
sure
days. I
is.
could have been there.
That's so. Ugh.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, Tom, why didn't you message, anybody who could maybe give you answers here?
Because
Well, I mean, if you didn't know it was already
I
happening.
didn't know it was happening.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's true.
Why would I message Ben and be like,
Okay,
"Hey Ben,
that's
this thing
really
that I
dumb.
don't know is going on. Is it going on?"
To be
Okay,
to,
fair point.
To be
Fair
fair
point.
though, we couldn't have let you like stay over or anything because like we are like overbooked on like beds. Like people are like every bed is like taken, and people that don't even didn't even pay to stay here keep like getting wasted and like passing out on our beds, and it's not cool. Damn it.
Yeah.
But I guess
Well, sick.
I guess that's my fucking RFCK story so far. Really
The
excited
journey
for the...
continues. The
Who-
madness
Yeah.
ensues
Who was
continuously.
I know Johnny Miller Chip was like
Yes.
new to going over there and meeting
Met
everyone.
Johnny Miller Chip. He was cool. Johnny Miller Chip. Oh God, I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna forget people. Johnny Miller Chip, Ephraim, Koff, Ethan, Connor, Levy Jevy, Bevan, Nobi, Spidey Juice, Pizza Chan.
Yeah.
I know.
The whole cat. What about Paradox Crocs?
Chad was here. Chad from BronyCon.
Oh yes.
Oh, Chad. Hell yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He didn't have the hair though.
It's okay. I forgive him.
Azcan, who is like only like not he's like a pseudo
He's
slime.
GCF.
He's more of a GCF than a
Slime
boy.
adjacent.
Yeah. God, I know I'm forgetting a couple, and I'm gonna feel so bad.
I didn't mean for you to like list everyone. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
if, like,
I'm really
there's
bored
any...
right now. Actually, it sucks.
Sorry.
Let's move on.
Excuse me.
Anyone who got
die,
mentioned is it's already their reward. Hey, how come Crocs never comes to these things? Is he like far away or something?
I mean, everybody comes from far away, but like, yeah.
I guess you're right.
Well, Crocs did come to number 2. I think Crocs came to RFCK Con 2.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled for RFCK Con 7, and maybe you too can join these boys.
We wanted to do the next one in like the
Saturnalia.
summer or the spring because like it's really fucking cold out these last couple days.
It is.
Like it sucks
Yes,
ass.
All right,
okay.
let's move on with our lives. I've had
Yeah.
enough.
So well, a little bit like Radcon for the. I was. It sort of fucked up my weekend. Just because of the stress and the fact that at like the 11th hour, it was like we wanted to get this thing done as soon as possible because there was a possibility that the Kickstarter could take days to get approved before we could launch it. So we wanted to get like the trailer done and the art done and everything and the all the text correct. But it was basically just me and Nate because RFCK-Con had started, and Tom wasn't around for some of it. And it was like, I was trying to also get time for doing the Lord of Ghosts comic. I think all of that sort of like bubbled over into like, I quote unquote burnt out lol stupid. And I prioritized Radcon 4, and that's all good. And that's the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter going well really quickly was very relieving for me. But I've sort of fallen off the wagon a little on drawing, which I'll get back to it on Monday. But I've seen a new anime, guys. It's Sangetsu no Lion. It's that one that the one with the glasses
favorite
play.
or whatever. Yeah. I watched a couple episodes back in the day. Didn't get it, but that was like 5 years ago, and I just haven't bothered to check it
Well,
since.
is it that old?
I have
Probably more like 3 years, maybe 3 or 4.
I have never seen
Maybe
this
2.
before.
I have not either.
Sangetsu no Lion.
It's Digi's number 1 of the last decade, so that's of note. Yeah,
bullshit.
So
it's kind of a recent discovery for him and others, I think. But,
this art style looks familiar though. I feel like I've seen other things by the same artist.
yes, I forget who did it, but yeah.
the funny like lips are funny, but the thing I really like in episode 7 is, well, it's an anime about a sort of depressed loner loser boy, a shogi professional guy. He's good at shogi and he does that, and he doesn't know how to talk to people or make friends, and because of tragic things and just general social awkwardness. And it's kind of sad, but then he has all these wacky friends that sort of cheer him up, and it's cool and cute and nice. Very emotional, very well, very artistic and all that. But in episode 7, there's this conversation he has with this sports boy, this baseball man. He's really nervous because this guy is younger than him and much taller and stronger. And he's like, being a socially awkward Nimrod. And he doesn't know what to say. And this guy's asking him a question about, being professional, because this guy is a pro shogi player despite being still in school. And it's like this baseball boy looks up to him in that way. And he's like, he sees the determination in this baseball guy's eyes, and he's like, I can't lie to this guy. I can't do what I do in every other conversation and just give him some flippant answer. That wouldn't be right. So he opens up. He bares his soul. He says something that's really true to himself and kind of embarrassing to admit. And in this conversation, the guy resonates with it, and he understands, and he gets it. And then Shogi Boy is like, What is this feeling? I feel happy. I've connected with a human being. And there's this, like, it's this almost romantic sort of like, oh, I can't believe you can talk to people and have them understand you. And that's, like, so fucking valuable. And I love it. And it's like, that was the coolest moment. It was a really cool moment because that's like, I know that feel. Sometimes that happens to me. Sometimes I can't resonate or talk to anyone and like have them understand what I'm feeling. But when it works, it's so fucking real.
Well, you know what that reminds me of a little bit? It's that, like, even us in our group here, when we, like, talk about stuff in, like, meetings or just whatever online, it's, like, generally via text. You know, sometimes we're on calls. Mostly it's, like, through text. And, like, that's fine and all. But just, like, when we're actually in person at something like, oh, I don't know, a RadCon, it, like, you know, because, like, what do they say? Like, 90% of communication is nonverbal. It's like, oh, this is kind of like how humans are, like, supposed to interact. And, like, it's just, like, way better doesn't suck in every way.
We were talking about that, and like there are people that like used to have like beef and stuff. There's people who like used to like not like each other, but then like as soon as they met each other in person, like
when they meet,
like
it's
that all
gone.
like didn't matter.
You
It's
forget
like,
what it
wow,
is.
that
Yeah.
all, like who gives a shit about that?
It always happens, pretty much always. Yep.
It's
Yep.
I'm so excited for RadCon 4. I'm so excited to be there and just to hang out and play video games and be silly and watch lectures and just have fun moments. I can't wait to like go and get breakfast or whatever we do. Like we eat food or whatever we do.
Yeah.
I just think about that all the time of how like, people like have friends and like hang out on the regular, and it's not something that happens like once every year. How
Yep.
strange. What a
Yep.
concept.
I mean, that's the right way to live, but
It is. It totally is.
That's the sort of thing of though. It's like it's so that scene in the anime was so powerful because this guy doesn't really connect with people generally. Like you need to be a very specific kind of brain person to click with him. I mean, he can socially he's fine in social situations, but like this was such a big moment for him because it's like a person that he's talking to who really gets him on one strange little way that like he's never really admitted before. And it's one of those like you don't want to admit that like you don't click with everyone you meet even if you like them. Like there's a certain like some like with my brothers, like I know them so well, we're so like close that it feels so different from meeting like a very close acquaintance. I mean, you guys are like high up there in terms of like people who I resonate with, much more than people I've met through school, because you only see them, you are in proximity to them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you feel the same way.
Say, like I don't know. Michelle tells me, just for example, because I work at home. I honestly don't interact with a lot of people day to day except through internet. But like she'll have like coworkers at various places, and like they don't connect. You know, like what are they going to talk about?
You
like
can be nice.
How the other
you can
person
say
has
things.
Kids, how relatable.
You talk about the movies. You can talk about this or that, and it's like, all right.
Did you hear
goodbye.
about new product? Fantastic.
Dude, one of these days,
my favorite.
One of these days, it's gonna be like, you know how like people watch. I think you've said this, Nate. Like people watch sports, like not because they really care about sports, but just because it's like something to talk about. So you like have context into.
No doubt.
Like what people are saying. Well, eventually you get to the point that you just got to have kids, not because you actually want to, just because otherwise, what the fuck else are you going to talk about? You have to relate about something.
That's why the internet is too powerful. It's making people like find people that they actually connect with. Like they're just really far away from each other. And then they don't need to watch sports or have kids. They don't need to do these things.
As a result, they don't invest in their local environment, perhaps. They're not like focused on, they don't develop the skills that people used to have to, of like, oh, I should be able when I'm out just to be able to like make friends and talk to people in a casual way. You got to have some balance of both, I would think.
Yeah,
ideally.
you definitely do, but it's so much more like succulent and delicious to have a really cool internet friend and then meet them in real life than to practice talking to people you don't really care about sometimes that are nearby. It's difficult.
Yep, it's true. It's true. I also sometimes think about how, like, those same people, like, for example, like, those moms at work or whatever who you can't really relate to. Like, if you were to sit down, like, let's say you were just locked in a cave with them for no reason. Like, it's one of those wacky situations where people get trapped in, like, a box together, and you learn, like, their whole backstory. Everybody generally has some pretty interesting shit to say about their life, but, like, will you get that while stocking Kmart shelves next to them, for several days?
Yeah,
That is the question. Maybe not.
I've always had like dreams and thoughts like that. Like, if only me and my class were locked on a desert island, I would be able to make a friend or two.
Yeah.
but it's
hard to-
impossible. You can't do it in real life because life isn't structured for that sort of thing. Everyone's moving too fast, and there's always things to do. You just got to get drunk and hang around people, and maybe they'll open up, and then you'll find out that they're interesting.
That's true.
That's,
Putting
that is
yourself
one
in
way
as
to
many
do
of those
it.
situations.
Or you lose your wallet and your fucking.
Oh God, I lost
You lose it all.
everything. Oh
whole
God, Nate, you have
identity.
to call our parents and tell them that they need to get up the device manager app and find out where my phone was last time.
Okay, this is the
Wait.
first time hearing of that. I can do that.
Well, I've been meaning to call you, but I can't because I don't have a phone.
Right.
Every time I think about it, I tap my pocket, and I'm like, oh no.
That is truly nightmarish. Okay, remind me after, and I will do that.
The one saving grace was that the one thing I didn't
Yeah.
lose was my debit card, because apparently I had
That's
already
good.
I had already given the bartender my card to open a tab with. So when I lost my wallet, the card was not in it. So that's
Okay,
that's
well,
useful.
that's something
Thank
at
God.
least. Yeah.
At least you can still spend capital. If you can't do that, what good even are you?
You're not barely.
I had like 30. I had like fucking $30 in cash in my wallet. No.
Personally, I'd be more annoyed by just the sheer loss of like a license. I have to get that.
Yeah,
reissued or
I have to
something.
Yeah, that is worse. I have to reapply for. I have to get another driver's license and shit.
Yeah.
You better hurry, Ben. If you don't have an ID for RadCon, you're fucked. You're not gonna be able to get on
I mean,
the
that
flight
is
with
true.
me.
That is true.
Oh fuck, that's true.
better.
okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
get on that. Get
Yeah,
on
do you
that.
keep your passport in your wallet?
No,
Well, we don't
no,
need
not my
passports.
passport, but my driver's license, my ID.
You will need an ID.
Yeah.
Hey, left turn. I have a totally different topic, but I did want to discuss because I am passionate about it. All right. Preface. I'm gonna say the word. I'm gonna say the R word. Everybody, are you ready? Here it is.
Regulatory.
Responsibility.
Roster fag. Roster fag is the
Oh,
word.
yeah.
That's right. Smash Bros. Everybody.
Oh.
Smash.
Oh, we were
Bros.
talking about this. I hate.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Be me, little old bestie boy, watching the stream for the new exciting reveal of the final, fifth, climactic, crowning jewel, no doubt, on the DLC pack, and it's the new fucking Fire Emblem guy. I mean, Jesus Christ, just kill me right now.
Okay, people want to defend, like Fire Emblem people want to defend it. They're like, no, they're not really all the same, guys. Like, if you played the game, you know that they're all different. But like,
They're the same
these
guy,
people
bro. Come
must
on.
understand
Come
that
on.
they are the freaks, right? That like
I
they
know,
Yeah.
All right,
delusion is a powerful drug.
as a Fire Emblem husk, I can't call myself a fan because I've
Fossil?
been
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been destroyed by the series so many times. But like, game's alright. It's just sort of like completely divorced from what it used to be, what it used to appeal to me as. But regardless, the most annoying thing about Fire Emblem in Smash, especially the fact that they know and they drew attention to the fact that it's another sword person with blue hair.
Yeah,
and they
did. They
think-
lampshaded it.
They think that like what they did was a good enough way to differentiate it, and it fucking isn't. It just isn't. It's a blue-haired lord. It's exactly the same person. But the worst thing about it is not like Super Smash Bros. I don't even have a Switch. I don't care about the game. It is how Fire Emblem in the cultural, the pop culture of Smash, huge game.
Yeah,
So many
yeah.
people know Smash, and the exposure of Fire Emblem over the years has made people think Fire Emblem is fucking stupid. And
Statistically speaking, let me just to
with
rent.
the newer games as well,
Yeah, go
like
on.
being more of like anime waifu bullshit.
No doubt.
It's like some of my favorite games of all time are being buried under two different layers of like dismissal.
Obfuscation. Yeah.
Just look
Yeah.
at these stats. The most representatives from anything. There's like 11 Mario characters. I think, like, not counting Yoshi. I think there's like 9 Pokemon. But then there are now 8 Fire Emblem characters. And I was looking over statistics just for the record. People are like, Fire Emblem's doing better. Okay, true. None of this is my real case, but it's just funny to look at. Like, individual games from like Final Fantasy and Pokemon and like even like Call of Duty, like individual games, and Mario of course, have sold more than the totality of the Fire Emblem series. So to pretend that like in terms of like popularity that these are like it deserves 8 slots, there's no case to be made.
Yeah,
it is
I think
a
it's
fact
just Sakurai
now.
really likes Fire Emblem.
Look, he really likes it. He apparently he didn't get to decide who was going to be in, which just even more makes this feel like a cynical corporate decision. Like this is the fucking fourth Fire Emblem character that is put in specifically to shill a new Fire Emblem game.
Wait, but wouldn't the cynical corporate decision be to put in something from a more popular franchise?
Well, if there's a new game, there's a new DLC that's coming out directly after this is
It's a cynical corporate
announced.
decision in order to make products be sold of
they're
certain
trying to
things. I mean,
boost
I
the
don't know.
Fire
The
Emblem game.
Smash bump is insane. I mean, so many people learn about.
Most people learn about Fire Emblem probably through Smash. Like
back in the
these
day,
days,
no
that's
doubt,
probably
no
true.
doubt.
Back in the day, there were no Fire Emblem. There was like Fire Emblem for GBA.
Gave you
and
the
that was
rare
it in
accessory.
Like I don't think
You're one of those.
I literally don't think I knew what Fire Emblem was before they started showing up in Smash.
I am so fucking angry. I have seen so many comments of people like, like on YouTube things like, the only reason people know what Fire Emblem is because of Smash, and everyone was like, thumbs up, is like, yeah, this.
Did you-
know,
okay, but,
Smash
like,
does
do you
everything,
know-
and I'm the only one I know who
Yeah.
got into Fire Emblem first.
Yeah.
Because it was good. Because it was. I saw it in a magazine. It's like, oh, this looks cool, and it was. I was so smart back then.
You were smart. You were a smart boy. No doubt about it.
See, my thing is like, particularly people were pissed about Dante not being in Smash with this
Right.
reveal.
There
Because
was like some hints that looked like it
on
might be
the same
hinting,
day, there was a Devil May Cry announcement from the Devil May. They were like, "Oh, keep this date in mind." Big
Why
announcement
would you do that?
for Devil May
Why
Cry,
would they
and
do
everyone was just
that
like,
to
"Oh,
us?
it's happening! It's gonna
Oh,
be!"
God.
And instead, they're just like, "Oh, Devil May Cry 3 on Switch will have real-time style switching like the new games." And it's like, "Oh, we can
That's
do
the
that on PC
announcement.
for the last like 4 years. Like, I don't care."
Oh God.
So it's like you made a mod
Oh.
paid on Switch. Good job. And
Yeah,
it's just like,
yeah.
well, the uber boner killer, just like the 1-2 punch of just
and you know,
everything's bad.
The number one, we talked about this a little bit before, but like, so we said that like they do the thing where they're like, oh, just another anime swordsman, we're sick of that. What we'll do for you is do the thing that I assume the character can do in game, which is like, this is one of the things, like every Fire Emblem character is kind of like dedicated to one set of weapons or maybe two or something. I'm assuming that like what makes this main character different is that they can use a variety of all like both the axes or hammer or whatever, and spear and sword. Okay, and bow.
but
okay,
Nate,
cool.
but Nate,
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about this. If only there was another relevant character that like switched weapons and was primarily a sword guy. Maybe wore a red trench coat. You know, I'm just saying. Do you think maybe it started as Dante and they were
You know,
like, wait, we need to push Fire Emblem.
There's
Switch
a
out for
costume.
Blythe.
There's a costume for the female one that has white hair, a red trench coat, like
Oh,
black
get
pants.
fucked, Nintendo. Suck
Okay,
my cock.
it's an Eldegard thing. Like there's a character in Fire Emblem, but it does look just like Dante.
I don't even care. I just hate you.
All right, here's
I
a
was
question.
so close to actually giving a single solitary
Yeah.
shit about Smash, and you took it away from me.
It's almost
Do
there.
you think a preferable one would have been like a Goomba?
Dude, it could have been anybody. The Fire
Well-
Emblem meme is so tired out. Like it could have been anyone.
You know, Goomba for me. Let's just take the example case of Goomba. I would like Goomba more because this choice of Fire Emblem feels so cynical to me. It feels so like corporatized. We know Sakurai likes Fire Emblem, but like he said himself, he was not the one who decided who was going to be in the game. That it was decided that it would be by Nintendo. They're the ones who chose, and they chose like there is no personality. Like, okay, they're a teacher. That's like one plot element or something. It doesn't matter to anything.
Are they just a silent protag or something? in
Yes,
this
they
game?
are a silent
Oh,
protagonist.
how
That's correct.
gay.
And it's just
0 out of
another.
10.
It's not like this is the first Fire Emblem character, right? This is the millionth. I mean, I wouldn't even go into how annoyed I was by like the direct itself, where he was describing like the gameplay of Fire Emblem through the ages. Like there aren't 7 other characters in the game already. We don't need that. Okay, but that aside. Okay, but I started this point with the roster fag, the word roster fag, and one of the important, the main thing I wanted to say on this point was that I've been being called a roster fag a lot, and it's true. By the description of the term roster fag, as in people who primarily care about like who gets in and like representation, as opposed to like gameplay. I mean, that's absolutely me. Okay, but the thing is, like, if you're just accusing people like me who primarily care about inclusion and stuff because I view Smash as a greatest hits, even Sakurai himself said in the stream, Smash has become
Celebration
something more.
of gaming.
Exactly, and it so is. So Digi, you're wrong about this whole anime shit. Keep him out of my fucking games. I don't want
I
Goku.
think-
I don't want Naruto.
No,
I mean-
I
No.
agree. Fuck that.
Nah, Goku was cool. I think Goku could.
I like
as-
Goku. but
in
it's
terms
not
of
a
in terms of like
celebration
all
games.
anime, in terms of all anime, I think Goku's the only one who could fit. But anyway, fucking. Wait, what were you saying? I was gonna.
Well,
butt in with a
okay, I
thing.
mean, here I'll just keep it. You can feel free to interrupt anytime. But like I was saying that those people who are just calling me a roster fag. One person said I was like a child on my thing. Okay, maybe so. But their point is rather my point is that like if you primarily care about who gets in. Like, the gameplay is totally secondary and can be customized in any way you want it to be. People are like, oh my god, like, Byleth or whatever has, like, so many amazing moves. Like, that's what I care about. And I'm over here like, look, Sakurai tailors the moveset to be whatever it could be anything for almost any character. Right. There is no, that at the very least, that does not exclude, if Goomba got in, Goomba could have the exact same moveset as Byleth.
Like, it's unthinkable that, like, some other character could have like a like forward moving,
a long side B or
like attack canceling dash stun or something.
It's ridiculous. Intellectually dishonest to assume that somebody is mad about a character and like doesn't have the capacity to understand that the game could be the same whether or not that character is in. It's not about the game, it's about the celebrate, like everyone loves the reactions to Smash, even if they don't play it. It's just
for me, that's the most important thing, but that's just me.
Like, I went nuts when I saw King K. Rool, because I like him. He's a cool character, and he hasn't been in the games, and it's like, you got Ganon, you got Bowser, why not? And then there he is, and it's like, yeah, cool.
It had been so... Everyone thought King K. Rool is dead. He'll never return to gaming. Like, he's a deceased character. And then, in, like, the most important game of our generation, he just bursts forward in beautiful HD rendering.
I would never have expected them. Like, nobody gives a shit about King K. Rool. Like, why would they do it? But it's kind of cool, though.
It's such a different, like, question. Like, Smash character based on, like, gameplay... and like tournament and like viability and where they're gonna sit on like the meta, and just like it's not even it's kind of like, here's an announcement, we're gonna talk about this video game, and everyone who likes that video game is like YouTube reviews. It's like nobody goes to a review to learn about a thing. They just go to see that the thing they like is being called cool, and then they're like, yeah, I feel cool now. They just want to say, yeah, my favorite thing. That's why everyone has like ridiculous, unrealistic expectations, and they hold on to them because it's fun. It's fun to like imagine, like, wouldn't it be so fucking cool if Svens was getting into Smash? That would be so fucking funny.
It would.
And he got in, kind of. It's like It's a community experience more so than a video game thing. Nobody cares about the balance. I mean, people who play it professionally obviously do, and casually a little bit.
I mean, it's exactly like Endless War. Nobody gives a shit about the video game. It's all about the community. It's all about that community engagement.
It's because I know that like a lot of people, because I've done Smash streams, like obviously I've made it kind of a part of my thing, and like I've done tournaments and stuff. So like I know there's people even in that little community who like way more care just about gameplay. And that's fine. I just don't think that in any way does anything to exclude like my additional and kind of totally separate concern about like how I want Smash to be a celebration of like classic games. That's why like for me, like, I understand if everybody else disagrees, but for me, the number one character, as, like, it would be such a magical, like, re-experiencing of my childhood, considering how dead he's been, would be Geno. Because Geno just represents so much about, like, my childhood and the games I grew up playing. It would mean so much to me.
Dude, I was thinking about Geno the other day.
Yeah.
I started crying.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
I was just thinking about Geno. Sometimes I'm like, wow. I can't fucking believe it. I mean, it's Geno.
That game is so good, and I don't know. I want to play it again sometime. Maybe I'll do it on stream.
Geno is so cool. Fucking cool. He is. Like, do you guys? Hey, viewers, you fucking Zoomers who don't even know what the fucking like GameCube was your first like games station. Like, fuck off.
At this point, it would be the Wii. At the very the least.
Yeah, it would. That's right. Insane.
Geno is literally like a fucking like angel from like beyond space who is like here on Earth on like a holy quest to like retrieve the 7 stars and like repair the fucking Rainbow Road or whatever. And he inhabits this body of like a wooden puppet superhero and uses his fucking like cool superhero guns and shit to like to like assist Mario fucking Mario and Gene and Mallow the Cloud Prince
and
on their
blast
fucking
the fuck
quest
out of other Goombas.
and fucking
Yeah.
shoot laser beams and shit and like bullets.
and
It's so
the Zoomers-
fucking cool.
The Zoomers play Mario and Luigi and like Paper Mario. Actually, those are probably too old for them. But like those games, the Mario RPG since the OG Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, there's always been like star characters or like there's like a little like starly glittering thing like that character. But
Dude,
all
yeah,
of that
like,
owes
that's-
its existence to Gino
Like,
because
that's-
he was
okay.
so hype and so base.
Okay, like the star spirits are cool. Like they're in other Mario games. Like I'm kind of glad
They're
that-
nothing compared to Gino.
I'm kind of
They're
glad
shit.
that
I've
they
seen
stuck
them.
around.
I played them all.
But never have they ever been a tenth as cool as fucking Gino.
No.
Just
That's
the,
why
just the,
he should be
just
in.
like the raw concept of what he is like so awesome.
Indeed he is. So that's our pitch for Gino getting in.
Put
And
Gino even more
Sakurai
in
wants
Smash.
him. I know Sakurai hasn't mentioned him in many years. I believe Brawl, he said like he wanted Gino in for various reasons they couldn't do it. But I mean, Cloud's in, a million third parties are in. There's six more character slots are open. Come on, one of them's got to be Gino. One of them.
When are they gonna put in Seda from Dark Cloud? When are they gonna put in?
don't even know who that
put in
is.
Madotsky from Yume Nikki?
When are they going to put
When are they
that Altelier alchemist with the thick thighs? That's the one
When
that
I-
all the kids
When are they
going to
put in Atelier Heidi?
Dude, when are we gonna
When
get
are they
Fortnite
gonna put in
Smash? We
Okami?
need Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. Can we get some of those Fortniters? Just get them in. Can we get Ninja's new skin in Smash and Fortnite? That sounds good.
Can we get Ninja skin in like the physical release, like his actual
Can we get
skin?
Ninja skin like in my closet, like as a skin suit? That's what I'm looking forward to. This is a threat made against his person. Take that to the police.
Let me tell you a thing that I learned about Endless War that I didn't even know.
Sure.
But you can kill people and you can scalp them. I knew this much. But you can take people's scalps and you can make leather out them and you can craft leather into couches to decorate your house.
Oh yeah.
So you can like make entire couches out of like people's skin if you really want to. If you want to kill like the same person over and over again.
A celebration of video games. Can we get an Endless War assist trophy in Smash, boys? Can we make that happen?
Imagine the Endless War like stage.
Oh, that'd be
with
good.
him in the background and like occasionally he just shoots
Someone
you
could
with his
mod
bone
that.
hurting
Just
beam.
take any map and make it green. Just
green
color
filter
swap
over the
it.
whole thing.
I think
That's all you gotta do.
I think you should be able to play as Endless War, and you're literally just completely immobile.
like a
and
pillar.
you're just an obelisk. You cannot move. You just have various ways to shoot your bone hurting beam.
Yeah, that sounds good. Although it's not going to work against guys like Kirby. No bones to be.
Oh god, what if Kirby eats Endless War?
Oh no, his bones don't stand a chance at that point.
Dude, then he gets slime.
All right, enough of this
All right,
circle jerk.
wait,
the point
wait.
is made. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing.
One more circle jerk.
I have never about Fire Emblem. I have ever since Brawl, Wii U, Smash.
Yeah.
I've always resented the fact that they started doing the new Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
And they started that after. Well, they started with GameCube, and they skipped over the two best Fire Emblem games in the franchise, who have no representation whatsoever.
What about Lyn? Are you talking
7
about-
and 8.
Lyn's
Lyn
an
is
assist
like
trophy.
an assist trophy thing.
yeah.
It's not enough.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
I would be even happier
is the
with a Mii
favorite game.
fighter. But like, her
People
or
want Lyn
Hector, Lyn or Hector from Fire Emblem 7, and Ephraim or Joshua from Fire Emblem 8 would be like, or maybe not Joshua because he's a sword boy, but he's a very cool sword boy. He's a red and black sword boy.
That sounds really cool.
But Ephraim is like a turquoise lance boy, and it's like,
Wait, did you say Ephraim?
yeah, Ephraim. It's the
Is
same
Ephraim
name.
named after Ephraim from Fire Emblem? You know the.
Yes,
the...
he played his parents played the game. And they loved it so
I'm-
much.
It's
Nate,
a fucking-
Ephraim is just a real name that exists in the real world. The guy in Lighthouse is named
Ephraim.
The guy in Lighthouse
Oh.
is named Ephraim.
I guess
Yeah.
you're right.
Ephraim. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So-
is
so
is
there
that
you-
Ephraim's Christian name that God gave him when he was born, or is that
No.
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 Okay. All right. Just checking. Never mind.
But yeah, like I've always thought, like
Yeah.
Hector, big axe man, like burly man, like
Yeah,
different
yeah.
sort of build. Ephraim,
That'd be a heavy.
turquoise hair, most important, different color hair. Like either of those would be great. And
You're
it's
right.
it's just always been sad to know that those games, because of how much Fire Emblem characters there are, I can't, in good conscience, hope for Hector to get in. Because at this point,
No,
any
no
Fire
chance.
Emblem character will be laughed out of the
Yeah.
theater. I will
Yep.
be beaten to a pulp if I say I want Hector in Smash.
You know what I'll
because there are
accept?
too many. And now, like, they're not... Unless, like, Fire Emblem 7 has, like, a remake and they do it again,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a new game. There's no reason for them to put Hector in. So it's, like, doubly disappointing.
I don't know.
I hate
have,
everything.
I have low hopes for the future, like of Smash games beyond this, because we know things are going to be cut back so much. This game is like an anomaly. But like, if they cut like everyone except like Marth, and I'll give them one other. Take your pick, any of the others. If they do that, then I can be like, okay, you can put in a new Fire Emblem, no problem. Put in like fucking Hector. That sounds sick.
I think
dudes.
Marth, Ike, and Roy was a good like trio of Fire Emblem because
Yeah,
they were
that's
all
not bad.
different play styles and different things about them.
That's true. That's true. But now we got so many fucking duplicates. It's insanity.
Do you know even what has
How many
anybody
of these
ever
guys
played
could just be
Corrin?
Echo Fighters?
I mean, well, one of them is an Echo Fighter. Lucina she's a clone, right? As opposed to an Echo Fighter? Or is she an Echo Fighter? I don't fucking know. I forget. It's a nightmare.
don't know.
It's
Guys,
a nightmare.
I remembered something that I think people will be hyped to know.
Okay.
It's about the RFCK lecture, but in the proud tradition of me injuring myself at these things.
Yes.
I injure myself in the middle of it.
Oh, good.
In the
It's
RFCK,
brain damage.
in the RFCK lecture, I suffer a physical injury to my body, which I continue to have to this very moment.
Wow.
Ben is just
so- I
don't
such
want
a
any more
killer. He
details.
has to try and kill himself constantly.
Ooh, I like that hook. I want to know and find out what body part
I
is
won't
injured.
say
Yeah.
what happened, but I get injured.
Oh,
Remember when I
wait to
broke my
see
fucking
the
foot at
scars.
RadCon 2? It's kind of like that, but like
Yeah.
funny, but like sadder.
Okay. And the show goes on, I assume, beyond this.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
I never give up.
Excellent. By the way, I was going to say one last thing about Byleth, which was just, I always say I'll be happy with any character. So like I'm always happy to have a new character. But given the limited slots, is why I have some reservations here. That it was used on
I mean, now we know
classic.
that
There's six more,
the slots are not limited. They could just keep.
But
doing
there
this
could have been
forever.
7 good characters instead of 6. That would have been better, you know.
I mean, there's already characters that I've never played ever in Smash.
But
and I don't
you know the
intend
truly
to
sad
play.
thing, though. I mean that's true. But the truly sad thing, actually, I've gone like as a result of like Smash and other things. I've played Fire Emblem. I've played Earthbound. I've played Mother 3. I've tried to find most of the obscure ones. I like to do that stuff. Like after playing or after listening to or reading the JoJo manga, I like went and listened to like all those albums that things are named after just for fun. But anyway, I was just gonna say that like I was thinking a little bit about getting this new Fire Emblem, and tragically, based on unfortunately considering everything I've said, I kind of want even more to get the new Fire Emblem now, just so I know what the fuck's up.
They
with it.
got
I know.
you.
See,
They
it's
got their
working.
fucking
It's
hooks in
working.
you.
No, all right. Here's the.
It sounds like a
explanation.
comfy game to play, and because this isn't like this is
Right.
baby mode Fire Emblem. It's not like I have to worry about like actually playing a hard game. This game you can grind infinitely, you can train up. Oh, it
Yeah,
sounds relaxing.
I have
so,
seen.
yeah.
I saw Lemon Tart play it when he was in London, and he explained that
a baby
you can
game.
you can change. Back in the day, it was like a narrative story.
Yeah.
Where each level is a map, and you have to use strategy to get your way to the end, with losing 0 people. Hopefully, Fire Emblem is now morphed into a game that is less about serious strategy. I mean, there's lots of options, but you can easily make a character OP
Yeah,
or like
you
min-max
sure
to heck, and you can also marry them, and I don't know. I mean,
get
he
into
likes
that.
it. I could see it, the
The
appeal,
Fire Emblem
but
wife is all
he
suck.
likes.
all the girls are terrible. There's no good ones. Convince me otherwise. You can't. I'm just saying compared to other girls, this series they're so normal.
No,
Ew,
no.
gross.
No, to the whole series, you got Lynn, you got
Okay,
Florina.
Lynn is great, but
Florina is very good. There's definitely a few others I can't think at the moment.
I mean, I like Eldegard. Sure, she's cute. Whatever. Okay, never mind. Like the one with the pink hair in the new game, she's pretty cute, I guess. I don't.
No, new game bad. I hate new.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, the new game is fine.
I think I might go get it to play in my.
Like
bed.
it's like it. There's certain things about the graphics that repulse me. Just
the sprite, fact that, loss of sprites has been such a blow.
I mean, that's one thing, but like I saw, like in battle, you have like a bunch of faceless, nameless subordinates surrounding your party, your character, and they look so copy pasted.
Does that imply that all along in Fire Emblem, it's actually been like not a one-on-one fight with like literally like 10 troops on the board? It's actually that each person controls a squad, and then they.
I can imagine
like Advance Wars in that.
I can imagine that was like more of the point, because graphical and technological abilities were like not capable of like showing that many things on screen. Earlier
Advance Wars
well,
did
I mean,
on
Fire
the
Emblem
GBA.
started a lot earlier. There was kind of
but like
a legacy to.
Okay, that's true. That's
like
true.
once they were focusing on like individual like animations for the characters. Adding like a bunch of extra people on is sort of like you have to animate them and make them do things. But now they have the resources to do that. But it still kind of looks cheap and lame, and I don't like them being there.
Just stop putting them in Smash. Just cut it out, guys. Please say psych. Please say psych, Sakurai.
I think I'm waiting for a while.
We were saying during the stream, like, all right, this is a misdirect. Goku is going to spirit bomb them to death, and Goku's going to be confirmed. I cannot wait. But it did not happen. I'm still waiting.
Also, from what I've heard, Byleth as the main character is like you, and therefore therefore totally boring. Personality.
Just like Robin in the other one was just like a tactician with no personality.
That's the thing. I played Fire Emblem Awakening. Robin
I think they did have lines. They did say things.
They have lines. They do say things. They have their own character. You are not literally them. You change what they look like, but they have a story and an arc and a character and a personality.
Whereas this one is literally you. It's just a blank. No.
As far as I understand. I mean, I may be wrong on that as well. But anyway, fuck it. Who cares? Fire Emblem
you're
sucks.
right. You're right. Can you believe we got... Okay, I know it was like a meme. This is the most angry that I get. Not Byleth. Byleth I kind of understand. The fact that it like became a meme that Robin got in and not Chrom, and then they put Chrom... Just no! Who cares about Chrom? I fucking hate Chrom. He's the worst inclusion in Smash of all time, as far as I'm concerned. This meme that he deserved to get in was never true. Ever. I hate Chrom.
Chrom is definitely... the Goldeen of Fire Emblem and Smash.
He's like the fat Pikachu. No, not he's the new Pikachu. He's the Pikachu with the heart on its tail.
The female
a damn
Pikachu.
Diversity inclusion, and it's bullshit. Yeah, all right, there's my case. Moving on. I mean, I'm tapped. That's what I wanted to mostly talk about.
You didn't even mention
Kickstarter.
Cuphead.
Go donate to Radcon 4. What else is going on? We can go to voicemails anytime if you want.
I played Terraria on RFCK's stream.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big fan.
And that was real fun. And I've been playing it since.
Yeah.
And I've been getting I've been on my own, just getting a whole lot of cool stuff. I got so many sick dyes. My character, wearing a white wedding dress, I gave her like a shimmering gold dye for the wedding dress. So now she's like super... incredible, and I got like a cool cape with like a shimmery purple obsidian dye for that, and like a red acid dye for her goggles, and it's like, I'm the coolest guy of all time.
Get a screen cap when you can.
Multiplayer Terraria on Rowdy Fricker's Cob Killers has been really fun, and like I'm glad we're doing it, and I want to do it forever. Building slime bases.
Maybe I'll get into it too.
Yeah, you should. You should join a game.
I do love Terraria. I just haven't played in a long time.
We're building slime base, and it looks really cool.
I've got so much slime.
Yeah.
When I come back, you'll have so much slime, including pink slime, because I killed a few pinkies.
Nice.
Oh, gross.
Man.
Disgusting rowdy shit.
I mean,
okay, understood.
It's bouncy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool for what it is, I guess. Yeah, dude, slime base.
I also got some like like this purple, like obsidian shimmery purple dye is so killer. I have some spare, so I can give you some.
Did you give me the shimmer? You gave me the shimmering gold dye for my slime mount, and like it looks really cool. It looks like it's like gold
I think
embossed.
Munchie gave you that.
Okay, but it looks really cool. It looks like foil. This is very nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
A lot has changed since I last played slime mounts and all these dyes and shit.
Dude, riding
Now
your
they've got, like,
your slime mount around is like a game changer. Jumping on things'
Now
heads with your slime mount is like the best attack you have.
Sick.
They've got this thing now where in your world they either have corruption or they have the crimson area, which is the equivalent, but it's slightly different, and it's got like a Cthulhuid brain boss. If you smash
Word.
the things at the bottom, and I'd never seen it before, and it was like really cool.
Wait, is that in?
Oh, it sounds like it's really.
Is that in the RFCK game?
No, it's in my world. I was
okay.
expecting the corruption as usual with the flying guys, but instead it was like this red tunnel of blood down into the depths, and all of these weird, like, gross brain spiders, and it was epic.
Remember your first time creating your, what do they call them? They call it a stage, your boss stage, like down in hell, to fighting your first wall of flesh, and you make a super
I've never
long
done
one.
that. I've never gotten that far.
No?
Because I
Oh,
usually
I've done
play by
that.
myself.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good stuff. I always play alone because I'm a lone wolf. But I kill them all with my guns and shit.
We kept trying to summon that like corruption worm, and he just kept despawning for no. He would just come and we'd fight him, and he
we
would
were too high up.
Yeah, he would just go away, and we'd be like, no, come back.
That's some bullshit.
Why?
That's some bullshit.
Lame.
You gotta plan for these things. Anyway, Toria is a great game, even if it's not 100% flawless with all its bugs and stuff. Man, I'm getting
It
the
is.
shakes.
It's pretty
I'm
cool.
getting
I
the
forgot it
shakes.
was good, but it is. Hey,
Man.
what about the Minecraft server?
It's fixed,
Oh,
right?
good news, everybody! Minecraft server is back up.
Oh,
we fixed the issue.
Thank
all
God.
is well. All
I was
is
afraid
well.
you were
Yep.
going to be like, nope, actually, it's never coming back.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that. It took some doing. We had to actually get in contact with the server host.
With Minecraft itself.
With Mr. Minecraft, called us on the phone on his,
He said,
he
boys,
beeped
this
us on our
PCP
beeper.
server's been raking it in for me. I can't leave you
We're gonna
boys
need a cut
hanging.
of that juicy pay. Anyway, they told us what was wrong. It was like a setting thing that was causing the problem. But anyway, we fixed it. Like, he fixed it for us. We know now what it is. It should never happen again. We have in fact upgraded Pixelmon, so like all the Pixelmon stuff is what we wanted to do from the beginning, and all is well. And Minecraft is up and running. Oh, and I was doing my Nuzlocke stream yesterday, and at the beginning, I'm like, okay, let's go play Nuzlocke, and I load into lol Minecraft, the server, as I go run over to Lumia's graveyard that she's built outside Cool Guy Village, aka
Right.
Gay Guy Village for all the deceased pokes. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, and down in the basement, there's a little fire pit for the voicemail god, future home of the voicemail god in this tomb. It's glorious. I can't wait to lock him in there forever.
Now I can continue my quest for a giant Volcarona with a modest nature. The holy grail.
One day. Maybe would breeding them be like a faster way to get them or something?
Probably yes. There's probably ways to. I wonder if I could get an Everstone, because right, that's how you control for
they're
nature.
around.
Is like you get one with the nature that you want, and then you just like the offspring keeps the nature.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's ways to do it. I've never really fucked with it before, but I guess I could.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Gib about this on Twitter. We went
Yeah.
back and forth a little bit. I started playing Okami HD.
Oh,
a few
right.
days
I saw
ago.
you say that.
Holy fuck! All right, that game is incredible.
Oh, what are you playing it on, by the way? What system?
PS4.
Okay.
Playing it on PS4. So I found it on eBay for $5. And I
Nice.
thought that was
Very
a
nice.
worthwhile use of money. And the last game I just played through was God of War, like the PS4 God of War.
Right.
And it blows my mind that this old PS2 game just scaled up to 1080p just looks so much better than God of War.
I mean,
It's-
that's fucking
it's-
artistry over realism, guys.
I
There
mean,
it
I've
is.
been banging on this drum for years,
Yeah.
and it's just like they didn't have to do anything to make Okami look better than like every game that's ever come out in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it's
know, I
just,
hadn't thought about how much that game would definitely appeal to you, of all people.
dude, it's like perfect. I'm like
I remember Okami.
going through
Okami
it.
was fucking awesome.
playing
it sure
through it.
was.
I'm like trying to reverse engineer and figure out how they did all the fucking cool shit.
Yeah.
Like when I realized all the tree sprites, like the trees are sprites, they're not models.
Yeah.
But then when you like do the fucking Zendatsu basically thing and cut them, they
Yeah.
turn into polygon models to fall over. I'm like, because like this game must have like been so resource intensive for a PS2 because the way they do the outline thing is that they duplicate all the meshes and make them transparent, so you just see the outlines around them. So like everything has double the polygon count it needs to in order to make that outline work. So they use sprites all over the place to kind of like cut down on like the polygon headroom. And it's fucking gorgeous. It's amazing.
I love it so much. Just thinking about seeing like a black tree with the little white ribbon around it and being like, oh, it's another one. I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah,
Get the brush out and turn it into Sakura's like.
The first time I did the bloom power on the big like the sap like Sakuya's sapling thing, and it does the whole cutscene where all these flowers just come out. I like literally came. I was like, this is the best. Like why did we ever like? I'm just like I just stared at like Kratos's like volcano pores that they had to like have on all of his body for like 15 hours. And it was the worst. And this is just like 5 polygons. And it's like pure artistry. Modern games so much. Fuck this bullshit. Oh, it's the worst.
Hey, I know that was a Clover production. Was that Kamiya?
It was.
Did
Kamiya was the guy.
Okami? Kamiya.
Yeah.
Kamiya is the boy
Yeah,
himself.
when is Matthew Matosis going to make a Kamiya review?
I really like
idea.
after watching his Beautiful Joe, because I had seen like Beautiful Joe like I think Game Grumps played it for like 5 minutes and I was like, who this sucks, this doesn't look good. But after watching Matthew Matosis' video, I suddenly understand and appreciate it a lot.
Dude, I loved Beautiful Joe back in the day. I just watched that video recently too. It was fucking sick.
Huh.
Yeah, and so like knowing that is like the same people who would went to go on to do Clover and be Okami.
Didn't the studio like immediately die after Okami?
Capcom killed them pretty quick, which sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Awesome.
They made a sequel, Okami Den, which is not as good, but it's still kind of
Did you see the tweet from that
on
Kamiya
DS.
posted like a couple months ago saying that he wants to do a sequel to Okami and they're like pushing to try and get Platinum to be able to make it? And I'm just
Damn.
like, if they do that, I will come in ocean. Like, it'll be the best fucking
If
day
they
of my
do,
life.
That'd be super. That would.
Watch as
actually
they
be
make it
super
like
cool.
super HD realism. They're like,
That was
we've
originally what the
improved on
game was going to look like,
technology.
apparently.
Holy shit, thank God they came to their senses.
It was originally going to be a realistic game, and they changed the aesthetic. Like, the original like announcement trailer, I guess, has realistic graphics.
Oh
Ew.
no.
Yeah, like, they
Gross.
fucking saved
I mean
themselves.
that was the thing at the time. Like, look at what we can render with today's
know.
technology.
Dude,
like,
that's
fuck
like an
no.
equivalent of like how Star Wars was fixed in editing. Talk about like a saving
shit,
grace, like
right?
later in production or something.
But like,
You know-
the game's just so fucking good. I can't believe, like, aesthetically, it's just so on point, and the mechanics are great. It basically has Zendatsu from Metal Gear Rising before Zendatsu with the brush, and you can like slice things in half, and it's fucking sick. And I'm just going around just like, what can I cut in half? Like cutting rocks in half, cutting trees in half.
Where are you in the game right now?
yeah, good question.
I just got to the second big area, the forest area, and I gotta go into the dungeon and save the kid's dog.
You will love the boss there.
I'm ready for that. I just fought
I don't
Waka.
remember any of
I just
these
fought
details.
Waka. Okay, I love how Kamiya like has nods to Devil May Cry in like every game he does. Because like in Bayonetta, she says some of the cheesy one-liners that Dante said, like "flock off, Featherface" when you're fighting Griffin. And then in Beautiful Joe, Alistair is like Dante's sword from the original Devil May Cry, and that's a boss in the game. And in this one, Waka's just like "Let's rock, baby," which is Dante's fucking catchphrase. I'm just like, Dante is everywhere. Everybody's Dante. It's great. I love it. Give me more references to the best
Maybe I
game
should
ever
play
made.
fucking Devil May Cry because I love Okami so much.
Dude, Devil May
Dude,
Cry 1 is
it's
so
so-
good. I can highly
Absolutely.
recommend it.
I should
All
get
of
it.
them.
It's
is
on
there like
everything.
a HD like collection of them?
It's on PS3,
Absolutely,
it's on PS4, it's on Switch. You got options. You can go anywhere.
Right.
It's like $1. It's fucking sick.
Real good.
DMC
Real
One,
good stuff.
classic, the best, the definitive.
Holds up. It holds up.
Yeah, but like after Beautiful Joe, I'm hoping and praying that Matthew Matosis does a big analysis of Okami because it would be the biggest, like
That would be
like
great.
I haven't
mean,
seen a review of
I like
Okami that was
Okami.
good enough to be like, you don't really get it. You're not really smart enough to explain the feels on display here.
Yeah.
I like Okami way more than I like Devil May Cry, and I never played Beautiful Joe, and I don't think I'd like it that much.
I feel a little bit the same about Beautiful. I watched much of his video, and I was like, this seems nice. Doesn't seem like the game. Because I'm not really... I played the Devil May Cry.
I'm not that into brawlers and stuff.
I mean, that's my jam.
Yeah.
So the reason...
But I mean,
it took me forever to play Okami, because like the way people would pitch it to me, they were like, it's like Zelda, but you're a wolf.
Zelda.
And I'm like, well, Zelda's gay, so I'm not playing that shit.
There was literally already a Zelda where I was a wolf.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So just like...
there kind of is like the whole like ranking system in fights as well. Have you tried doing the thing to get the blue fangs?
Yeah, I figured that out. It was fucking sick. You just gotta like slice the body while they're
right.
dying, and you get the fucking demon fangs. I'm like, yeah.
So like style points for doing things. Like each there's a bunch of different enemies, and they all have specific brush techniques that cause them to be getting the blue fangs from them.
Yeah. And I was thinking like playing it in the beginning. I'm like, this is pretty good. Like it's definitely the combat is meatier than Zelda. And when I saw Hideki Kamiya's name come up, I'm like, oh, maybe this will be like fun. And then I go to the dojo and like this old man's like, I'll teach you new techniques. I'm like, there are combat upgrades in this. And then the dude's head like flips around and it goes from an old man to like a fucking badass old man, and he like teaches you the moves. I'm like, oh, this is the best game ever made. 10 out of 10.
Hey, isn't there a thing in that game? I think this haunted my nightmares for a long time. It's like during loading screens, you can like mash buttons to like get items. That, like, I mean, every moment is technically gameplay, including loading screens with that. But that I remember haunted me, and I like got fucked up trying to get all those.
It's very
with every
difficult.
load.
I don't know. I think who was it like copyrighted that, and then they had to take it out of the HD version.
What?
Yeah, it's in the PS2 and Wii, I think. But like you can mash the button to get the to get a blue fang if you like tap the button enough times to get the paws to appear. But in the HD version, which I also have, they got rid of that because of like somebody copyrighted that as a game mechanic because they wanted to keep it.
The fuck?
That sounds like EA. It sounds like an EA move to me, or an Activision move. But okay, that makes sense because like my friend Ashley, who's super fucking into Okami, she was telling me about the minigame and I couldn't get it to work because I'm playing on the HD. I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Now
I
you
guess
know,
I'm
I
retarded.
guess, yeah.
Now I know. It's just been taken out.
Like if I was playing that game, I would be mashing too, and I would be like, what the fuck? There's no like, what do you? Should they put like a disclaimer at the beginning of the game so that people who have played previously know?
I think it just doesn't. Like you press the button in the mini game. You press the button, the dog paw appears, and you have to make like 20 of them appear before it loads.
Right.
And I think now you press the thing and it doesn't appear. There's nothing that happens.
That would make sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. That's too bad though. That's too bad. But that's just like if I want to play that version of Okami again. What are my options? Emulate the PS2 game, I guess,
just have the PS2 version.
Or just own it, yeah. Which I'm sure I do somewhere. So.
I will say, I have the PS2 version as well, because I accidentally bought the PS2 version at the same time, because I ordered a fuck ton of PS2 games last week on eBay. Okay. I just was like, buy. Like, I'm just in a bad mood. I guess I'm doing shopping therapy right now. And I played I started up the PS2 one just to see the difference. And like, it's so much better to play it in HD just because like I'm not a huge advocate of HD remakes because I think it's just like milking it, but like this aesthetic benefits so much from additional pixel counts.
Sure.
Like it's not like something like, you know, like another PlayStation 2 game like Shadow of the Colossus where like it's cleaner,
tons of shit and stuff.
but it's
I mean, I remember it on a CRT and it looking good, but yeah, it definitely looks better in HD.
Right, playing these on like a CRT would probably still be good, but like when you route, because I have like PS2 component cables and everything to try and make them look as good as possible on an HD TV, it's still not even close to running it in native 1080.
Here at Slime, here at RFCKCon, Spidey's got like a Switch, I think, or a Wii or something with like games, and there's like she's got like N64 games that are like hacked for widescreen. And it's really funny that they look like total shit because they're not designed to be viewed in widescreen. Like they were playing like some like Wario game, like a 3D Wario, and like on the edges of the screen, like polygons and objects, will just be blatantly like popping in and popping out, even though they're not that far off the screen, just because like they're past the borders of what would have been displayed at the original resolution.
Dude, if you can get a picture of that or like some footage, I would love to see that. That sounds fascinating.
That would be really
interesting. I wish I had a phone, lol.
Oh yeah, maybe borrow someone's.
How unfortunate.
But and then okay, it was even funnier. A Paper Mario, A 1,000 Year Door. Like, you know how a lot of that game is like letterbox, like there's black bar at the top and the bottom?
Sure, yeah.
Well, like, that's only as wide as the original screen. So like, it's just the black bar just stops, and like
it's just a black rectangle.
Then there's just a full screen after that.
The outer, like the edges of the screen are full size. They're not letterboxed.
That sounds like the worst way to play.
And when there's like a screen transition, that like the screen is supposed to flash white, only like the center like 4x6 rectangle flashes white, and like the edges just don't do it. It's very funny.
I would just rather play it in the original version.
Yeah, no, obvious. Like this is not meant to be released. This is like a hacked version. This was a naughty commercially released product.
Right. I wouldn't do that hack if someone gave me the option.
Well, I mean, if that's how you're gonna play it on the Switch, it might be the only way.
I guess so.
Or maybe not. I'm not sure.
Disgusting.
Should fucking hack my Switch. I've heard people doing it. I haven't hacked a system in quite a while.
Surely there's got to be like an option. It would be easy to include an option to just like put black bars on the side so it's not in HD.
I mean, like at this point, I don't even know if I'd even bother hacking my Switch, just because like technology has gotten to the point where you can go on like AliExpress and get like a $100 handheld that'll play everything up to like N64 for like under $100, and it's just like. I'll just get that. I don't have to worry about firmware updates, like undoing the hack.
All that shit.
It's just like it's just designed to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Good old AliExpress. Thanks, Chinese. Copyright don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like half of them just ship with like all the Super Nintendo games on there already, and it's just like hilarious.
Fascinating. All right. Well, what do you say we go on to voicemails?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good meaty conversation about all kinds of stuff. And let me just remind everybody one more time. Head on over to that Kickstarter.
Before we go, I will say that the next thing on my list to play after Okami is I bought literally every Disgaea game except for the newest one because it was really expensive still, and I have no idea about the series at all. I just thought the art looked cool, and they were really cheap.
Buy the first one, Tom, and see how you like it, and then if you're into it.
I played the first Disgaea in high school, and I loved it. Like a lot of it was the aesthetic. It has a really cool aesthetic, but I was really into like the tactical grid-based RPGs.
I do like those kind of games. So.
Yeah, I don't think I would like them anymore. I think I would not be as patient as I used to be.
It sounds very dense, which kind of scares me, but at the same time, maybe I'll enjoy it. I don't know.
But like I played so I really liked the first one, but I didn't do any of like the randomized dungeons. So I actually just kind of played like just the baby mode game. And then like I got the next game they made, La Pucelle Tactics, and I thought it was so fucking lame and boring, and I hated it.
It was way worse.
And I never played another it's Nipponichi, right? Is the studio?
Yeah, that's them.
I never played. It was same with Dark Souls. I liked the first one, only played it once, played the second one, got bored, was like fuck it, never played another game in the series.
Dark Souls 3 is so much better. Also Bloodborne, and et cetera.
Is peak.
And of course Sekiro, the best of the bunch.
The thing, Ben, interesting, I found out, because there was a game I almost didn't buy.
Why don't these companies just stop making shitty second entries?
But ended up getting...
they really should.
Skip that one.
There's another Disgaea called Disgaea D2, which is a direct sequel to Disgaea 1. Has all the same main characters. It's like a continuation of their story.
I know they did. They did make direct sequels later, which I would have been slightly more interesting because I did not care about the world of La Pucelle.
About Disgaea, like all the actual characters, like none of them have much of an arc. They all kind of just like are their personality.
It's like a comedy story, right? It's kind of just designed to take the piss.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just like when I devote like maybe 60 is a bit much for a Disgaea game, but like 40 hours to a game, I'm just saying I prefer when there's kind of like a story that compels me as opposed to like basically the facsimile of a story with just like funny characters. Because I'm telling you right now, the comedy is terrible. I did not think any of the writing was very good in like any of those games in Disgaea.
Damn,
the first one was the best.
I remember liking it as a kid.
It's downhill from there.
I remember liking it as a kid, but yeah, it would
how
probably
many jokes do we need about Etna being insecure about being flat? Like, how fucking many do I need?
At least 50. At least. At least.
That was their answer.
One for every hour of gameplay.
Oh, they're killing everyone. Everyone's
Thank
dying.
you for the slime. I appreciate it. Slime. It's purple. It's good. Everybody get the fuck out of here!
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Sorry
This
about
is why I don't
boys.
play Endless War. Everyone's obnoxious as fuck.
Every time you try to
what?
exclamation
Dude,
point podcast, it just gets interrupted and you die.
That was the sound of opening up Discord and seeing you have 40,000 notifications from people saying "Yo, Slimernalia."
You know what? That reminds me. All right, let's go to the voicemail because the first thing we've got to stop by is we have some updates from our men on the street of SlimeCon 6, wherever the fuck it's called. So let's check in with them real quick. Of course, the SpeakPipe link is down below if you want to leave your voicemails as well. All right, our first one here of 2 is from Ephraim at RFCKCon. Let's hear what he has to say for us. Take it away.
Hey guys, it's me, Ephraim, at RFCKCon 6.
Hello.
And
Hey,
we're
Ephraim.
just out here talking about how Ben is the best PCP member on the face of the earth. Isn't that right, Ben?
That's a
I
first.
have beliefs. Dude, I
believe
in justice.
Chad is certified.
I believe in social justice.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to right now?
Ben, hey, cough.
It's a pussy.
Cough. Ben? What is this? Ben Saint?
Is this a PCP voicemail?
This is a PCP voicemail.
Yeah. Hey, Nate, you better fucking play this, you coward, or I'll fucking end your shit.
All right. Well,
I was tempted to not play it for that long.
You should have just immediately turned it off as soon as they said that. And be like,
You're right.
I'm the power play here.
Sorry about the loud noise. Peace out, bitches.
I think that was
Yeah.
Chad.
Good old Chad. There you go. That's our
nice.
man on the street.
That's what it's like. That's
Maybe I won't
Nice.
go after all. That sounds like obnoxious.
Dude, Tom, you should get the fuck over here immediately. You better fucking get here right now, or we will come and
that's a good
fucking hunt
idea.
you down with slime weaponry, the likes of which you've never seen.
That sounds kind of fun too, though. Now I gotta weigh
Speaking
my
of
options.
slime, we have another voicemail. Our second and final voicemail
Slime
from
more,
RFCK
slime
Con.
more, slime
This
more,
one is
slime
simply
more.
called Slime. Let's see what the people have to say. Here we go.
Slime! 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 Slime!
I think this is from the protest. I think that's it.
I have
Like,
no
wow.
idea what that's
Okay.
Is he
Incredible.
pushing a
That-
rusty
that's all there is.
wheelbarrow while he's saying slime?
He's got to be. Yeah, he's coming back from the mines, and he's singing his slime mining song. Slime.
It's a great song. You just say slime really
Yell
loudly.
slime.
That feel when you got slime.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I got
enough of that.
slime.
Let's get to the real voicemails here.
Hell yeah. Dab,
links
dab,
down
dab.
below. SpeakPipe. Okay. So first up, we've got a voicemail here. I of interest, and this is reporting to you from YouTube Claim Hell. All right, let's see what he has to say. Go.
Hey PCP, I have a question for y'all.
It's a voicemail god.
So, I'm wondering for anyone who's uploaded to YouTube, which I think that applies to
that.
most of you, what's been like your worst story or your just horror copyright story, videos getting claimed, that kind of thing? I just uploaded one of like my first videos in a long time, and it was getting claimed every time. It took 8 re-edits of the same video, putting on different effects and transitions and shit just to get it through. So I'm wondering if you guys have a similar horror story, you know, maybe worse, maybe not as bad. Fuck YouTube, am I right?
The worst time I ever had fucking with copyright was actually the me and Digi debate on like Bernie versus Yang.
Yeah. Why's that?
Well, just because like I wanted to monetize it, right? And
Sure,
I put it
of
up,
course.
and it would like say it was fine, but then I released it and it immediately went to like not suitable for monetization. And I ended up uploading like 5 different versions of it and just like fucking around with each one and trying to be like, okay, well, I'll change the title in this one. Like I won't say the word verses, like, cause like if I change that, like, and I would just try to change little like inconsequential things. And sometimes it would change whether or not it was monetizable. But I think it was on a delay. Like I think I would change something, and then wait, and nothing happened, and then change something else, and then it would go to be monetized. But actually, it was like the previous change that had done it, and it just hadn't. So it took me. I spent like an entire day just like fucking with like the title and the tags, and like re-uploading that video just to get it to be monetized. It did ultimately work, but it wasn't fucking worth it because it got like 5,000 views, so it didn't matter.
Fair, yeah, that happens. I know that Our boy, voicemail god Sean here is asking because he made a video like for the Nuzlocke where he won the rival battle thing. But here was the problem. I mean, so this is an interesting case study for a guy who's like new to making videos. It was like a 7-minute long video, and he put a lot of work into it. But the problem was that like the base footage was like audio of that like what do they call it? Don't Say Run from My Hero Academia. And it was like a 7-minute clip from My Hero Academia of the anime. And anime people are ruthless with this shit and the audio. So like
You're
the
fucked.
final
You're
version,
totally fucked.
you're totally fucked. So like here's the big brain strats. You basically, first of all, you can't use like big songs. You can only use like background songs. None of like the big momentous, which means you're fucked if you want to use it. Basically, you will get claimed most of the time. You got to use like no more than like 10-second clips at a time at most, and you got to break them up, and you got to maybe insert your own audio, recreate it or whatever. Maybe use like an 8-bit remix of the song, whatever you got to do. And you will just get fucking claimed over and over and over again. But like his final version is hilarious. It's got an overlay of like me holding my head in my hands over like the entire video. It's like tinted pink. The audio is like tweaked to fuck. It's like painful to listen to moment to moment. It was just such an abortion was made of like the original quality of this thing to get it past the filters. And you know what? In the end, it did work. No one would ever claim this is a replacement for that original footage of My Hero Academia. This is definitely an original production. There's no doubt in my mind. So he did it. Good job on that for sure. Cool. Unfortunately, it was painful to experience for all human listeners, but YouTube had no problem with it. So, there's a little advice there. Fuck, man, my old videos, like the best anime ever, I've used tons of like copyrighted music and clips and stuff. They get claimed to shit. I don't even expect to make any money off them, but keep your clips short. Don't use copyrighted music.
I mean, I've got a lot
use covers of songs. That's a good strategy.
I've got a really annoying one. I've got two, but the first one was I think my mini clip video on Hypocrite, where for a short period there's a glitch where a guy won't die, and I wanted to put like "Who Wants to Live Forever," this Queen song. Yeah. But I was thinking, well, that's gonna get claimed. I can't put Queen, so I found an 8-bit version of it and I put that in, and the 8-bit version got claimed instead. as its own thing. So I'm like, but I it came that came up after I had released it, and I was like, well, I don't want to take it down, re-edit it with the real Queen. But now that I go back and watch it, it sucks because you without Queen vocals there, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it's so true. We just have to deal with this reality. If we want to use copyrighted clips like that, like you can get maybe like 5 seconds of like, I don't know, a Justin Bieber song and get away with it, but not too much more than that. Them's the breaks.
My second one was like the fucking Kingdom Hearts 1 GRPG, where like I had the music from the beginning. The pop song.
You got claimed for that?
I got claimed for that.
Oh, the pop song. That'll do it.
And it was incredibly long render time, and I was like, oh no, because my computer back then wasn't as good as I have now. So it took like another 6 hours to redo it, and I was like, that's a whole day that it's not out, and I hate it. I hate it. Re-rendering is the worst part.
It really is.
You know what's I think my number one worst story is probably the worst case scenario for me is when I have a video, it like appears to be fine, because this can happen to you, especially if you work with anime a lot. You release the video thinking that there's no claims, and then later it gets claimed for something that was in it. And like
my biggest nightmare is
hang on, let me
the Chris Chan lecture will just like be claimed in the future for like no reason.
Yeah,
and I'll have to like re-upload it.
You see that's what I'm getting at. It's that the original Gurren Lagann Part 2 was not claimed. Like it was demonetized. It got claimed to that extent. I didn't give a shit. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe I had monetization on it originally. But like something like a week or two afterward, it had accrued like 20,000 views. And for me, this is the very beginning of my channel. I was like, fuck yes, I'm finally making a video that people like or they care about, whatever. And then I used like the ending song from Kill Me Baby. Maybe people know that, I don't know. And that got claimed, and it devastated me. And so what I had to do, I had no choice. I tried to remove the audio, but it was totally fucked, and I needed the audio there. I had to re-render the video with a different song I got from somewhere else. It was like another anime song. And I uploaded just a new version of the video. And like, I still feel bad about like all the comments and like the stuff that's locked away in that old. By the way, you can find that old version if you go to like, I've got like a playlist on BestGuyEver that's like the bad shit or like the old destroyed files or something like that. So that's the one that everybody knows is actually the second version. It was uploaded after this, which I still feel bad about. But hey, whatever. So when I have to like fix a project and re-upload, that's the worst case scenario for me. So fix everything you can before you release it.
I mean, if you can get away with using covers or 8-bit remixes or just using video game music for the most part,
yes, that usually works.
Those are much safer because audio is way easier to get tripped up on, especially after the fact in video.
Yeah. But then, I mean, man, there's some instances, I don't know how long his clips were, but like, remember when Digi just made that, he made that video about Girlish Number as like his favorite video, or like his favorite anime that he's, and then it gets like months later, it gets copyright claimed and like gets a strike by the company, even though he's just like praising and he's not using like more than a few second long clips. They just don't, I think it's because they're Japanese and they just don't know what he's doing. They don't know how good this is for them.
I thought from what it sounds like a lot of these companies just hire someone else to farm it all out to, and they don't give a shit. They're just like, they're paying us to track all this shit
They probably
down.
get more money the more claims they do. They're paid per claim or something, you know? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, all right. Let's go on to our next voicemail. This is from Frog Drive. Let's hear what Frog Drive has to say. Go.
I'm at the gym, being the most absolute Chad that I am. I'm taking a shower. Hard workout. Then I suddenly can't resist it any longer. I reach down to my erect cock. My entire mind is overrun by the complete sexual excitement for the PCP dating sim. The thought of Nate's masculine body overwhelms me. I would always be safe in those big arms. Then the thought of the softness of Munchie's pizza onesie arouses me even more. Or give and take, I know would be very sensual with me down there, based on his performance from his hit TV show, The Last Straw. And you know, Tom Oliver would be just as good. So good, he would only need one arm. And Ben would be the most slimiest and dirtiest of them all, but he'd be the best. I open my eyes. An old man is watching me. I aim the head of my penis towards his face. He cowers away. I continue thinking about the ravenous experiences I'll have with all the PCP members once the game is released. I'm getting near my climax. In fantasy, I'm on the floor, surrounded by the PCP, performing a bukkake. They come on my face. I'm climaxing. But right as it happens, I visualize Vizzy Pop performing nefarious acts on her dog.
Boy.
I'm disgusted with myself for coming from bestiality. This is the 15th time it's happened. I return home in a disheveled forlorn. Maybe once the PCP dating sim is out, I can finally come from a human experience again.
Damn.
Let's hope so.
God.
What a tale.
What a tale of pathos.
Well, best of luck.
What can I say but fuck yeah, bro?
Hey, man, February 14th, the dating sim is out, I think. I think that's the right date. It's less than 1 month away. Goodness gracious.
Shit.
We should definitely play that
next up.
at Radcon 4.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think we should.
You're so right. No doubt. At least for like one live stream or something. We should like play
live
it from the
stream.
start or
It's
something.
mandatory.
It's a
It's
great
mandatory.
idea.
We'll ask chat or the PTA to tell us who to fuck.
Great idea. Great. Oh yeah.
Oh
you're
yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
a
The
perfect
PTA
thing for
gets
the
to make
PTA to weigh in.
our decisions. Yes.
And just to encourage everybody out there, hey, you can always up your pledge if you want to go into the PTA to be part of these things that we're talking about. Do not be afraid. There's probably maybe like 10 people at like PTA or above right now, but we want a thriving community.
I think there's like maybe
more than that?
there's in the teens, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, by the way, last I was looking up some stats. Radcon 3, first day it raised about 2,000 and some, and on the second day it was up to like 2,500.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of our second day. First day we raised almost 6,000. Today we've raised we're up to 7,500, and it's only like 5 p.m.
Can I just point out, we started this at 87%. We are now at 90%
Oh my
over the course of this recording.
We've gained like $150 or $200 just like during this hour.
We need $800 more to reach our goal. $800.
Is this what it feels like to be
two.
Jeff Bezos, just making money, just like sitting around doing nothing?
Like without even noticing.
Yeah.
It feels good.
We better start thinking of some
incredible.
pretty good stretch goals.
Oh, indeed. We've got our work cut out for us.
We've got a few good ones. Calendar at 111111.
I mean, the people as suspected are going gangbusters for both the OVA, and I've seen quite a bit of buzz about the calendar as well. But
yeah,
we can make some.
I think the
make some
people
more
want the calendar.
I agree.
God, I'm gonna have to pick out like what anime character I am.
Yeah, I know, right?
Dude, the guy who just left the last voicemail, he's gonna be stoked for the calendar. You better be pledging, dude.
Oh, I've got some great ideas. Oh, is this how it feels? The joy of being an e-thought? Like, I get to be this sexy anime.
Literally, I
how
think
exciting.
it is.
We're tapping into a new market here.
It's perfect. It's perfect for us. Okay, next one up. This voicemail is from. Okay, this is alternative, as in Nate. BGE, breadest guy ever is the general name.
No.
Let's hear what he has to say for us. Take it away. Go.
Capitalism. When I step back and think about it, it is concerning to me, some of the things I'm noticing. We're commodifying things like handshakes. This is going to hurt people who buy into this shit even a little bit. How do you not realize you're being fucking played by this system? You are nothing. You will never be anything. It's about the destruction of innocent people who are enraptured in a society that takes advantage of them and commodifies human interaction. God, it makes me want to fucking kill myself.
God,
All true.
Nate, when did you become cool?
He did
Ben,
that rant on a can about an anime, and it was really cool.
I released a highlight video of basically of this like 20-minute long discussion about this anime with a little addendum at the end. But so we'll link in the description. So it's just like this part. The first couple of minutes are this main discussion here about this new anime that Ben. I mean, you should check out at least the first couple minutes of our discussion. What's the anime? So it's called, the English name is like, if my favorite pop idol made it to the Budokan, I would die. But it's like Oshiga Budokan.
Oh, it sounds like a fucking nightmare, but go on.
It is. It's about an idol. It's about, the main character is a super fan of an idol group. And the thing is, she's like obsessively into it, and she's making many, many life mistakes. She's throwing so much money away. She's got like no other friends. I mean, to me, her life appears to be spiraling downward fast, and it's deeply concerning. But like the anime presents it in she's a really pretty girl, like as opposed to all the other super fans are gross guys. But it's okay. Our main character's a pretty girl, so it's actually really nice, guys.
I see.
And oh my god. What made me want to fucking pull the trigger.
This does look fucking horrifying.
It is horrifying. The last thing that I'll just spoil this for everybody. The last thing that happens in episode 1 is that it's heavily hinted that while it looked like the idol that our main girl is so obsessed with actually is like creeped out by her, fittingly so. She is absolutely a creeper and it's unhealthy. Ben, secretly, capitalism works because actually the idol is in love with her biggest fan all along.
Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it could happen. I knew it could be me.
Just like it could happen with me and my favorite Twitch e-thought. If I keep pouring the money on them, she will love me.
Keep patroning.
That's right. The PCP, they will love me back. God. It's basically just the worst case scenario. Like, it's played off. I think it's supposed to be a comedy, but it's too real. It's too fucking real, and it's uncomfortable to watch. Yeah, but it is fascinating.
Sounds nasty.
It is very nasty. So, but you know what was interesting? I was thinking about this, Ben. It was that like a lot of people heard my rant and were like, "Yeah, Nate's a commie like me now. I like him now. He's good."
Sad.
But the main thing was I approached this. I think we arrive. Me and the Bread Boys arrive at a similar position of this situation is extremely fucked up. But I'm thinking about like all the all the guys, and like there's one girl, but let's be real, it's mostly guys, like almost entirely, and this pretty girl is a fantasy. I feel so sad at seeing these guys make such horrible mistakes. Like all the people who call into the PCP asking for romantic advice or whatever, at least those guys are like trying. These guys have given up and are just like, I'm just gonna throw money away on idols, and it's so sad. And I want these people, I want these kings to lift their head so that their crown does not fall anymore. If you know what I'm saying. So whereas I think a lot of other people approach it, or this crowd is like, the abuse of the idols and like frankly, the idols are complicit in this fucking system, and I have very little sympathy for them.
I mean, I'm sure it's not like the best for anyone.
Indeed, that's the real thing. That's the real thing. Man, it's so weird. Like the idols in the show are like way into this like obviously parasitic social dynamic, and it's so fucking creepy.
Because they're making fucking bank.
I mean, they are making bank, no doubt. But they let the fans so close to them. Someone's going to do something one day. Oh, God, it's a powder keg about to explode.
Nah, dude, they're making bank, though.
Well, keep it up, girls. Keep it up. It's working well so far. All right, anyway, so go check that out, everybody. Great anime, Oshiga Budokan. The most intellectual anime of the season, no doubt about it.
Sounds Kino.
All right.
How many more?
One more voicemail.
Oh, thank God.
We've heard
enough from these. We've heard enough from these freaks.
We actually have 3. Okay, my mistake. My mistake. It's all right. We'll go faster here. Keep it together, lads. We're almost there. Okay, this one is from.
Don't let the mask slip.
This is from Pancakes Stuck Between Ben Saint and a Hard Place. All right, let's go. Take it away.
Hey, PCP, I just pulled a big Ben Saint yikes yesterday.
Oh, no.
And I was hoping you'd give me some sage advice.
Did he cringe post?
So I was out and about shopping when I saw this nice girl, and I went up to her and said, hey, you look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Big mistake.
Yeah,
I could tell that she was very flustered about it, so I was just going to leave and take a big fat rip on my bait. But then she stopped me and said, hey, like vaping's bad for you, right?
Bitch.
So I pulled out my gun
and
slid into her fat, gaping yapper and said, bullets are bad for you, right? Long story short, she's in the trunk, so I was wondering what are my options here. I don't want her to think I'm
this is
cringe
salvageable
or anything, but I also can't let her get to the police.
Right.
Finish the job, dude. Put the bullet in.
Are you me?
That is literally me.
If that were a scenario, in the TPC Procrastinators dating sim, which I'm sure it is, or if it's not already, it now must be.
Right.
Those I would have made all the exact same choices you did. So I'm proud of you.
Dude, before you dump the body, check and see if she has Ben's wallet and phone. We still have that.
Oh, great idea. Great idea. Key items obtained: Ben Saint's wallet and phone.
No.
Yeah.
I miss them.
Your wallet's going on a Homestuck-esque adventure.
Guys, my phone was the phone from BronyCon that got the I Love Ponut sticker on the back. It had had the whole,
right.
And it's gone.
The world's better off, frankly.
No.
Are you sure you can't? I mean, if you can use the thing to find device, you could get that back, right?
Contact
Maybe.
Mom and Dad. This can be done. I mean, I'll help.
They can use an app that will tell them when the phone was last sensed by the network.
Right. If the
So,
power's
sure.
Usually a thief will power down the phone so it can't be tracked anymore, and then they hard reset it, which will wipe everything, and then they can just do
but it
whatever
might
they
not have been stolen. You never know.
You know,
it's worth trying.
You know what?
With that Ponut sticker on the back, who'd want to touch it? Really?
It's worth trying, Ben. Come on, it's worth it.
Yes, I'm gonna. I said I was gonna do it already.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Why do you think he wants to wrap this up? He's got to find his phone every minute. The clock ticks. There's another chance.
I gotta go back to that bartender and be like, "I'm sorry, sir. Please forgive me. Forgive me for imbibing alcohol at your establishment."
What if the bartender stole it and he's just mad because he's covering up his crime?
Real situation that you follow the tracking device. Oh, it says it. What? It's in the bar. Beep beep beep. It points directly to him. Beep 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 beep. Oh God, he had it all along. What do you do, Ben?
He just smirks at me.
Try and take it, kid.
Maybe I forgot to tip. Maybe I forgot to tip, and that's why he hates me. And he stole my phone for revenge.
Can't blame him. All right,
been
next
cringe
voicemail.
posting on Twitter this whole time.
I was gonna say the way I should play this is pretend someone actually stole my phone like a year ago, and I've just been cringe. It's just been someone else cringe posting in my name this whole time.
Oh, that would explain
Guys,
everything.
I love Joe Biden.
Slime and punishment. You didn't do any of it.
Klobuchar 2020.
All right, next voicemail from our old friend Sheepolution. All right, take it away. Go.
Hello.
Hello.
I am excited about Redcon 4.
Same.
I would like to donate to Redcon 4.
Same.
I don't have a credit card. Kickstarter only accepts credit card. How do I donate for Redcon 4?
This is a horrible
Please
problem.
help me
This is
so
a
I can
horrible
help
problem
you.
that plagues every
Thanks.
Kickstarter that has ever existed, and I do not know why they haven't fixed it.
There is no solution. I mean, somebody came to me and said, Nate, I want to do it via PayPal. Is there anything you can do?
I don't know why.
I
don't fucking know why Kickstarter doesn't accept PayPal
even
donations.
If, technically it is possible for us to get your money, but we need Kickstarter to get to the goal for the things
here's
to
the
count.
solution.
I mean, if it gets over the goal, it's possible, but then if there's so many people, we'd have to do all the management for that.
I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna.
That's not even that hard.
I did have a window after the Vapors 2 Kickstarter was done where I let people send me PayPal things, and I would I wrote them down and okay,
we
this
can't
person
be fucking with all that shit.
It honestly wasn't worth it. I'm glad that those people that wanted to buy the books got to, but in terms of how much did I actually make? I only sold maybe 10 more, and it's it was sort of not worth the effort on my end.
There's a couple factors here, but I think one of them is RadCon is supposed to be kind of an exclusive thing. I don't even think it's necessarily let's just say if we kept giving out things a little beyond that, a little bit waters down, I think, other people's it's a locked in. You got this time to donate. You get the T-shirt, the pin. These are one-time things.
Yeah,
that's just one of the many factors. But
here's what I would say. I would say probably your best bet is either try and get a credit card if you can.
It's not that hard.
It's not. Or if you're not willing to do that, just get someone you know who does have a credit card to do it for you.
I mean, I have a bank card that is a credit card I used for most of my early life. That just it's a debit card for my bank. That works.
I mean, can't you get prepaid debit cards from the grocery store and just load money on it?
Yes, the answer is yes, and you can do that sort of thing too. Look, where there's a will, there's a way, people. If you sit down and think critically. Look, I understand. Yeah, you're not looking to do that much work to get this done, but I will tell you the solutions. These prepaid debit card things, those work. That would solve the answer. So you just go buy, I don't know, however much. If you want to get a $150 tier one, make sure you leave a little bit for shipping. Get a $200 one, and then whatever's left on, you just use on your groceries like normal. You can certainly do that.
Buy coffee, buy gas, whatever. Just
whatever you would normally buy. So no money will be wasted.
That's a great idea. I forgot those were a thing.
But I think there's an even better solution, and it's simple. This requires almost no work.
Become an adult.
And this is what I would do. I mean, I have credit cards, but it's fairly simple, not impressive. But if you're too young or whatever, just ask your mom or dad. Say look, mom, dad, here is the money in my bank account. I have the money right here. If you please donate to this, I will give you the money right now.
No,
and then you have lost nothing and are just helping me. And then you just put in your information for the shipping and the names and all that stuff.
But how
that'll easy.
But
solved.
how embarrassing though. I'll bet a bunch of these kids they probably they're sitting at their room, they're staring at the RadCon 4 Kickstarter, thinking about donating. Their parents walk in, oh shit, flip over to porn. Sorry, mom, I was actually just jacking off.
Mom, can I use your credit card? I need to buy a bunch of strangers posing in scantily clad outfits and a calendar. It's really important.
They walk in. You quickly close your incognito browser to the RadCon 4 Kickstarter. They say, "What were you looking at, son?" You're like, nothing. Can I borrow your credit card?" They're like, what for, son?" I need to buy porn. I need to buy tons of porn, please." And they're like, "Okay."
You were looking
as long as it's nothing degenerate or weird. That's
you were listening.
Okay,
you were listening to the PCP again, weren't you? They say
No,
they start
I
kicking,
swear.
they push you down off the chair, they start kicking
and then
you.
out comes the belt. Not on my watch. Not that commie alt-right shit. No, Sarah. It's too much of that.
Oh, you mean that infamous Nazbull podcast, PCP?
But listen, okay, I think we provided two very workable solutions. Either work with somebody who has a credit card. If you have a friend or somebody, like, that's easy, just pay them back. I'm sure they'd be willing to. It's very simple. Or go buy one of these prepaid credit cards at, like, any grocery store and just put however much you need and a little extra. Don't forget the shipping costs. It can be pricey if you're international and shit. So make sure you leave runway. There you go.
All right.
We've given you the solution.
Next one
is our last one. Okay, here we go. And I'm very excited for this. This is every voicemail response ever. That's what it says. Okay, let's give it a listen. Go.
Hey guys, Mass Effect Mouthfeel here. I can't believe I got placed in a voice jail. I'm just gonna, in the next 5 voicemails I send, I'm gonna explain the long, sad story about why my voicemail wasn't good, and I'm very ashamed.
It really requires.
Please bye.
Thank you. Short and sweet.
Wait, what was that last bit?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. It was funny.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it was good.
You really, you owe us an explanation.
We need to know the full backstory. Like, where were you? Like, how were you feeling at the time?
Wait, were you okay?
What was going on in your life?
The story, like, you send in a message, and it's like, hey guys, I saw a girl, and like, she's cute, and I was wondering, like, how do I ask her out? And we go like, what a dumb question, just do it, idiot. And then like, you write it, like, months go by, and you write it, and it's like, listen, about that voicemail I sent, I was born under the Brooklyn Bridge.
Under the blood moon, you don't understand.
Under the blood moon.
My existence was cursed from the start. It's not my fault.
Guys, you don't understand. I'm a Pisces, and it's just sort of. It was just sort of a bad week for me.
Bro, like, sure, our sun signs were aligned, but our moon signs, our moon signs were all fucked up.
Opposite, yeah.
Yeah, hey, man, it happens. I just learned of the existence of moon signs. That's like a new frontier of astrology I just heard about. I was talking to Michelle, who retardedly likes, astronomy to some degree. Astrology.
Remember how in high school you had like an astrology website as like your homepage?
I do. Oh my god, yes, I do remember that. I check Cancer every day.
You loved it.
I have
no idea why you did that, but I remember that it's true.
Holy shit. Oh, I wonder if I could. I mean, it was like one of those shitty, like, 90s looking ass website with like a repeated tiled terrible background of like, I don't know, like a dolphin doing a flip.
Did you like read it and be like, it says I'll have a fortunate encounter today. Better keep my eye open for that.
I was a young man at the time, so I can't really remember how like seriously I took it. But I remember reading it and being like, yeah, I'm gonna, use these words and be into it for the day, whatever that meant.
Pretty cool.
It was. I had a lot of personality.
Fortune cookie as soon as you get out of bed.
I had a lot of personality.
I had a lot of intelligence and personality, as you can see.
Like every day, I like check my horoscope. I crack open my fortune cookie. Like I scratch my lotto tickets, and then and then I attack the day.
Bro, but you're like Cancer or Pisces or whatever. That's just your star sign, bro. The moon sign. It's all. This is the deep lore shit. The moon sign.
The fuck is
I don't even know what a moon sign is, but it's a thing. It's just like a deeper level astrology thing.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's just your normal sign is what part of the sky the sun is in when you're born, and the moon sign is just what part of the sky the moon is in.
Okay.
And it depends on like the time of day, whereas like the sun sign only changes.
Yeah,
every
it's like
months.
what time of day you were born. That's right.
I know what side it is. It's up. The sky is always up.
Yeah, it's always up. Well, except for the whole flat Earth thing, but
that's still up.
We'll tackle that another time.
Still up.
No, sometimes the sun is under the disc.
No,
sorry.
No,
it goes around
in a circle.
Yeah,
you
you're right.
stare directly at the sun at all times. It's always up.
The moon is a dark orb and the sun is a light orb, and they kind of like twirl around each other, and it's pretty cool.
It is in fact pretty cool. It is in fact. All right, let's wrap it up right there. We're done with our voicemails. SpeakPipe link down below. Leave us yours. That was a good crop. Short and sweet, boys. Keep it up. Keep crying and telling us your sad story about your shitty voicemail. I can't wait to hear everyone's update on all the ones that I rejected this time for being too long. Oh, somebody left like a long one shitting on Ben. Listen, buddy. Only problem with that, it was just too long. It was just too long.
If you want to be idiots. Brevity is the soul of wit. Just call and say fuck Ben, and then that'll be
it. Yeah,
that'll get a laugh.
Play.
That has
That's
like
a play.
such an incredible like emotional content to like time wasted listening to
Yeah.
it ratio. It's the ideal format.
Exactly right. So do that next time. And of course, go to patreon.com/theprocrastinators and give it, $5 gives you, I think, 34, coming on 35 bonus episodes, or maybe, I think those numbers are close anyway. A whole lot of fucking bonus episodes for $5, and $1 gets you into the PCP Discord. So do both of those. And perhaps more importantly right now, give whatever you can to the goddamn RadCon 4 Paradise Kickstarter. Great rewards. We're making incentives. We're doing it. Looks very likely we're going to get there, but now is the time where you can get your money's worth and help us make more shit.
Second day, 90%.
90%.
Feels
90%.
good.
We've got $2,000 pledges. Absolute mad lads. Absolute mad lads.
Indeed.
But aren't we glad we didn't limit it to one? I know I am.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know why. We did that last time because we were like so certain no one would do it.
What if we would have gotten more than one last time? We just don't
maybe
know.
we would have. I don't know. We might have fucked up.
I still think that maybe we should have a $500. I don't know.
I don't know whether we can add that in now. Can we?
I think
too late to add a new
I'm pretty
tier.
sure we can. I don't think we can change existing rewards, but I think we can add new ones.
Hey man, I'd brainstorm it sometime.
I feel like there might
you
be
have something
one
in
or
mind.
two freaks out there who are like not willing to go in for the full 1,000, but maybe they'd want like something.
What
Maybe
would
they think
they
it was.
We'll think of something. I don't know.
They'd
get to die first. They get to die first in the apocalypse.
They get a smooch. They'd get like a digital smooch.
No, that's
through the
disgusting.
screen.
And here's one little thing that I don't know if we talked about it last time, but like one thing I really want to do. I can't give any promises right now, but I would love to arrange. This is kind of a hope thing. Can't promise it yet. I would love to have like one of the days during RadCon be like on one of the days we'll like be at this park during this date on this time. So like if you want to just hang out as part of RadCon, like Victor can come and film some funny. Play volleyball or some shit, have like a fucking picnic or something. I mean, that sounds something like that would be real fun, I think.
The day comes,
hopefully we can
fucking snow. Everybody's miserable.
It might. That's why we can't promise anything. Make no plans around this. We can't promise anything right now, but
it would
if we're in
be
the area,
incredible. I mean, it's definitely going to be pretty cold and chilly on the beach.
It will not be temperate.
I mean, it'll be March. It could be nice. It might be warm
average
by
temperatures in Virginia for March are between 60 and 70 most of the time. So that's that's good.
Global warming doing its job, making the world
the water will be fucking cold probably.
Yes, swimming will be a nightmare,
which
but
is
I
why
will do
when
it
we
anyway.
film like the splashing scenes, it's gonna be terrible.
We will just be
very excited.
Miserable.
I wonder if like Victor's camera has slow motion, because that would be like,
Oh, we'll have to talk to him. We got to make these plans. Oh, I want him real bad.
Well, we're not going to even have to do that unless you guys get us to the OVA stretch goal.
That's correct, everybody. So
You
give
have to
until
do
we
it.
hit max damage, 9999. We got to get there, or none of that comes to pass. So, hey, just take that into consideration, folks, if you're thinking about donating. I know I've seen a few people being like, I'm giving like 100 right now, but if I see that we're getting close to the thing and we need a little push, several people are there waiting to upgrade in the wings if we need it. So we'll see. We'll see if we get there. Very exciting
Push
stuff.
it to the limit. Dun, dun, dun,
Please
dun,
do,
dun,
everybody.
dun, dun.
And I guess that's it. Leave more voicemails. Leave us more money. Follow us Twitter at TP Crastinators. There'll be updates there. Even if you haven't given to the Kickstarter yet, I would highly recommend you make a Kickstarter account and you like follow the page for any updates that we release or something. If you think maybe we'll release something later than I'm way into, you may want to help push us over if we make something really cool, because it's not 100% done yet. So hey, there's a high recommendation from me. We got a lot of ideas. So that's it. Very exciting, everybody. RadCon coming up. Sorry to keep you waiting for 2 long years, baby, but it's right up the pike, like 2 months, and it'll be upon us, like a month and a half. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Woo! All right, we'll see you next week, everybody.
That's
Another PCP episode.
Another one in the can.
Locked out. See ya then. Bye.
Bye. Peace out, baby. Slime.